Hey everybody, and welcome to the slow play of Aeon of Sands, The Trail. I almost don't want to talk because this music is so great. I mean, it's almost not music. Well, no, it's not almost not music. It's obviously music, but it's so atmospheric. I booted up the game earlier, actually, planning to take a look at it, and I ended up sitting on this title screen for 10 minutes just listening to this looping. And I don't know. Is it just me? I think this is amazing stuff. If I've already decided if there is only a single other music track that is this good in the game, I will go ahead and buy the soundtrack right away. It's almost worth it just for this title track alone. It's great. Okay. Anyway. That being said, I did not, like I usually do, lower down volume at all for this game. So we'll see if other tracks and sound effects maybe are gonna end up sounding a lot louder. For now, I think I just did a very short, very quick testing, and it seems like I should still be audible over this because it's mostly, obviously, very subdued bass lines. So anyway, Aeon of Sands. Now this is the third game down the alphabetical list. After skipping the 7 mages, as I talked about at the beginning of the Adore slow play. Now, this is another dungeon crawler. There are a bunch of them in my library, and I really just don't know. That's kind of the one genre. Well, no, that and I guess other like top-down RPGs. Like, there are a couple of those that I'm not sure how well they're gonna work in this kind of format. I mean, some of them I might just want to play as regular Let's Plays. However, I'm gonna give this one a shot here. I expect good things. As usual, I've seen mostly screenshots, and I've also seen just the very beginning of the game played, but it's been a while. This game came out in 2018, and yeah, I saw some footage of it, some gameplay a few years ago, so I'm not remembering any details. I just remember that, well, I love the style. If nothing else, the aesthetics are all there, and it's pretty well received, so I have no reason to assume that this is not gonna be a good game. And I'm just not sure. I mean, I guess there's gonna be a lot of text, and my natural inclination is gonna be to read it all, like all out loud. But that would obviously slow things down, so I don't know. Am I gonna read lore and conversations, but be quiet most of the rest of the time? Maybe. We'll see. Let's maybe just jump into a new game and see what we're presented with. I mean, technically a beginner with this particular game. I'm definitely not an expert, so I guess normal it is. I mean, I am a beginner with this game, but not with this kind of game, so, you know. Normal should be fine. Trying to think, is there anything else to say about this? I don't know. I guess not. So, in the end, you are here. There's a floor that's covered in sand, a ceiling that's orange-like, and a salad bowl turned upside down, which is also very large. Yes, there's a ceiling, so we're not outside. Looks like we're in some sort of desert. That's what I thought the setting was. What's that? Give me some poetry. I paid big money for this game? Okay, that's the tone we're starting with, huh? Yeah, don't waste time on words. Illiteracy or death. I know everything already, just start us. Oh, you know what? I did see just an update, like the most recent patch or something. I think I saw one line that just mentioned it's now finally possible to skip the tutorial dungeon. I'm obviously not gonna do that. Not on this first playthrough. Give me some poetry? I paid big money for this game. Yes. Okay, I guess it's you have 3 options. Either skip the tutorial entirely, just play the tutorial dungeon but without any of the fluff, or actually give me the full story. I guess maybe that's not necessarily going to be the tone for the entire game then. just for the very beginning. As the first sun, the giving lord leaves the embrace of the ever-changing hazes on the far horizon. Only the gulfs of shadows cast by the sacred trees give some shelter from the heat to the people of the desert, and only the glass domes protect them from the colossal winds. Okay. Maybe too much poetry? No, it's fine. Yet of late, on the branch base of Pantella, suspended on the wall, on the tall arms of the Kinami tree, and worming between its roots, a vague disquiet walks among the people, and wary eyes look suspiciously at the shadows. Okay, so Pantella is the city that is built around and into the branches of the Kinami tree. Okay. What? Sketchy enough. At the dawn of the harsh master, the second sun, a sleepy city clerk named Citrani is unceremoniously brought to the house of Cosimo Smith, the pragmatist of the Brown Leaves, the ruling council of the city. Okay, lots of terminology here. So we have two sons at least. I already forgot. The Lord, the something Lord. And then we have the harsh master, the second son. A city clerk named Citrani is unceremoniously brought to the house of Cosimo Smith, the pragmatist of the Brown Leaves. Okay. The Brown Leaves of the ruling council of the city. Everything tree-themed makes sense. Second son, well, it's always too early to... It's always too early to meet the council. Too much information there. I can't quite read the game's intention yet. Would option 2 give me more information? Or explain things more? Or is it going to give me less information because I'm literally asking for less information? Let's just go with option number 1. It seems like the default. The clerk Citrani. Come in. I've little time this morning. Your gardener supervisor sent your name to my attention. Gardener supervisor, huh? Okay, so everything revolves around life on, around, and with the tree, I guess? Would make sense. And that's a good thing, right? Cosimo Smith waves off the clerk's comment. Yes, I was told you are quite the efficient tree caretaker, but I'm more interested in your loyalty and wits here. Why do you accuse me of those? Is there any pay involved? I mean, I should hope so. Who accused me of those? The councilman rolls his eyes. Yes, I'm starting to wonder that myself. Yet, time is of the essence. You didn't answer my question. I'm sending you out on a mission. What? Out? You really don't mean... Citrani gulps uncomfortably. Cosimo Smith continues. You see, a caravan was sent to the dome of Broomtown with 2 diplomatic attachés to mediate a treaty of commerce and safe passage. It was due there a month ago. It never arrived. The truce with Broom is tenuous at best, and Milagui is not far enough for my taste. Milagui. Okay. The councilman pierces Citrani with his gaze. We need the diplomats found, alive or dead, and their documents with proof that their delay or demise is not our fault. Looks like I'll have to use the mouse to scroll. Okay. I mean, it probably makes sense that I'm gonna have to use the mouse for interaction with the environment and stuff. Honestly, I'm not even sure if this is the real-time or turn-based kind of dungeon crawler. Especially when it comes to combat, of course. So we'll see. But I think it's supposed to be one where you solve puzzles, flip levers, and find hidden buttons in dungeons. So yeah, mouse is obviously gonna be the way to go here. Probably the only way. Anyway. Right. Okay. Broomtown, Milagui. You can't spit all these names on me. You know what? Let's pick option 2 here. What a thankless job is mine. Okay. Wasn't expecting this to continue on its own, very slowly. Okay, Broomtown, major export, sweeping brooms. Very useful with all the desert around. Milagui. Actually, I don't know. Okay, so 2 different cities then. I wasn't sure about that. Okay, the thing is, they're just 2 plot devices. What? Really? Okay. So the game is gonna be like that. not taking itself very seriously. Unfortunately, it's not what I expected at all. This seemed so... I don't know, just the pictures that I saw suggested such a kind of a grim setting, a very harsh environment, and, you know, I guess they're trying to offset that with humor, which I'm not against at all. I mean, I love silly things. It's just, sometimes there can be a bit of a... I don't know. Those things can clash a little bit. And I don't mind a game that takes itself completely seriously either. Anyway. Oh, okay. Scroll mouse. Or... Scroll mouse or something? I wish I wasn't cut off. How else can I scroll? Not... Oh, no. Not the arrow or WASD keys. Number keys do work for selecting dialogue, though, so that's why I thought that... Well, I don't know. So, will I or will I not visit them? No. More? Okay. But, whatever kind of city they might be, and wherever fate would toss them on a map, they would have been magnificent, with a lot of side quests and adventures. Are you subbing? Why are you subbing? Please, take me back to the story. Yeah, maybe, okay. Where was I? Ah, yes. Cosimo Smith continues. Start on the treks for Broomtown westward. Wait, so we are going there? I guess we're not actually gonna reach there, is what the game's trying to tell me. A lone man is more difficult to be spotted and has more chances to escape nomad raiders, if found, than a large party. Yeah, I don't know about that. A lone man is also easier prey than a group, but, you know. The councilman hesitates gravely, then, I like you, boy. But either you find them, or don't trouble yourself to get back. This is a mission of great importance. No pressure. But first things first, you'll need a desert suit and a serious rebreather mask, boy. Your normal air filters cannot take you long distances. Only nomads and custom-made suits and... Nomads and custom-made suits and masks can stand the desert's hell. So you'll have my equipment. Oh, wow. I don't deserve the honor. Nonsense. This guard here will escort you to the Underroot storage quarters, where you will have to unearth those items from under the pile of other junk we brown leaves have stashed there in the years. The least we can do to make sure you don't face the desert unprepared. Yes, unprepared. When you'll return from the Underroots, this letter of credit will be waiting for you. The same guard will then accompany you to buy provisions for your travel. Then he will see you off to the gates, so don't worry. Worry? What worries? You're sending me to my death. Underroots, what are they? I don't know. Do I want to have more of that silliness, just for the sake of explanation? But I guess now that I think I understand how this works, I'm just gonna go for extra info. Oof. Luckily, the intro is almost finished. Come on. Come on, game, please. Maybe they... I don't know, it feels so weird. I mean... Obviously, even the normal, the default, no, just a dialogue, I guess, by always picking option 1 here, is a little bit on the you know, flippant side, I guess. But these extra explanations are just maybe overdoing it a little bit. Anyway, the Underroots are an area under the Konami tree, or any giant tree really, excavated by the mighty rhizomes of these rare miracles. Easy with the botany, though. The Underroots, either excavated by hand or by roots, are an underground tunnel complex that is used as storage area and sometimes occupied by the derelicts of the Tree Society who don't have any other place to go. They also make for excellent dungeons to crawl through. Traded in botany for sociology, I see. Deep breath. Yes, please go on, though. How about I take you back to Citrani, and for the rest of the game we pretend not to know each other? Okay. That's the brightest thing I heard you say so far. The councilman is undeterred by Citrani's faint protests. There's nothing more to be said. May the tree grant you speed. As Citrani is dragged out by the guard, Cosimo calls for his secretary. Show in my next appointment that Aswander character. Damn, this day gets better and better. Well, for me, it's literally the opposite, it seems. The guard escorts a dismayed clerk down through branching stairways to the ground floor of the town, where a wooden gateway to the Underroots stands in a shaded plaza. Okay. I guess it's supposed to be a gate right there. If this graphic is supposed to represent this description literally, or vice versa. Come on, clerk. A rebreather mask and an old desert suit are hardly a difficult thing to find. Well, that depends. Wait, I think I forgot the water temp running. Forgot as I left. All the more reason to do this job quickly then. In you go. The guard motions Citrani to enter. I'll wait here for you to do your bureaucratic job. Well, provided you get back before the sunset. Not smart to walk around at nighttime this close to the desert. Is that so? Good luck. Enter the Underroots. Okay. Controls and mechanics. These panels explain the game's control and mechanics. You can move through them by clicking on the arrows at the bottom right. You can exit it at any time by clicking on the cross button at the top left. Also, escape can be pressed to skip a single panel. Okay, let's try not to accidentally touch that. Okay, yes, movement keys, alright. Movement controls. With the left mouse button, click on the arrows to move over. I really, really hope and also expect that you can use the keyboard to move at the very least. We have a compass, alright. Straightforward. With the left mouse button, click on the minimap or press M on your keyboard to access the large map. I do love that there are... Well, a map is pretty much a necessity at this point, you know, for a dungeon crawler. But I do appreciate that there is a minimap, even if it's, you know, a very, very basic, tiny one. Okay. You can use the WSQEAD on your keyboard to move around. Right. Q and E turns. Okay. A and D to strafe. I'll get used to that, I guess. Alternatively, you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move around. I would love to do that. Although I guess then we would... Oh, yeah, then we would only be turning, not strafing. Well, depends... Mostly depends on whether this is action combat based. In which case, I guess, being able to strafe would be pretty vital. But we'll see. I guess I'm gonna... I mean, I'm assuming I will have to use the mouse anyway, so... WASD QE it is. Oh, okay. Okay, it's also not animated, which makes sense. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, because it's not animated though, I guess it helps us that the actual arrows light up. Also, I kind of like the little light aura around the mouse cursor. By the way, I hope that's getting recorded. I'm not sure. Sometimes you have to specifically, well, specify that the mouse cursor is supposed to be recorded. Other times, it appears anyway. I guess I could. Hold on. So it should be on now either way. I hope it doesn't display like a default mouse cursor on top of it or something. Anyway, oh, okay, also the minimap is actually bigger than it first appeared. Not just 3x3 tiles, which would have been, you know, extremely limited. Alright, let's actually take a look at that. Of course, we don't see any more of it quite yet. Patella's Underroots, squatting area. That's almost cut off there. Oh, hold on. This large map shows what you have already explored in the current area. You can press the right mouse button and to drag the map to explore every corner. Good. Area name, yes. This area shows the indicia of the map. Okay, indicia. That an actual word? Straightforward enough. Drawable icons. Ah. In order to flag important things, you can draw on the map. This area shows you all the guide marks you can use to make your notes. Okay, illusionary wall, teleporter, hole, platform, and we can even enter our own walls, I guess. I mean, the game should take care of walls, I would think. As well as apparently staircases, exit, just straight up wall. Well, well, it does apparently have walls, like solid walls. With the left mouse button, select an icon, then to place it anywhere in the revealed part of the map, simply click on a tile with the left mouse button, yes. Select the pencil icon and place it on a tile to write a note. Okay. Exit the large map. Gotcha. Can we also... Alright, okay. Ooh, interesting. So I click right to drag, and it, well, causes some glitching, but that's fine, I guess. Weird. Depending on where I click, it just... Yeah, okay. If I click right on the explored area... Nope. I guess it always puts the area we're currently in, like, at the same or same-ish relative position to where the mouse cursor is. That's interesting. So if I click here, it puts it up there. If I click here, it puts it up there. Yeah, okay. I see the pattern. I guess because technically it defaults the mouse cursor to be like the center of the map, so we're in the top left corner of the map, I guess. Anyway, door north-south, door east-west, up and down stairs. The exit of the area, I guess an exit if it doesn't happen to be a staircase. Some walls, right? So those things the game is going to take care of it. I don't have an option to place those manually, but I mean, what is this then? Why would I, for example, place those? Uh-oh. Erase. Ah, I click on the actual icon. Right. Interesting. Well, it's nice that we are getting these options. Of course, now I cannot get rid of this icon, but I suppose that doesn't really matter that much. Close that. And that resets it, of course. Okay, good. Click on the compass, nothing happened. Click on the character, okay. Ah, this is your character's inventory. I guess the game would probably have explained this to me, because we're supposed to find some equipment, right? But might as well get it out of the way. From here you can access the party inventory at any time by clicking with the left mouse button on the chest icon on the right side. Oh, it's the character's inventory and the party inventory. Right. This is your character's backpack. You can drag and drop items from the world to it. When you hover with your mouse pointer over them, a tooltip will appear describing their stats and bonuses. Good. So we're not gonna have to guess as to what items do and how good they are, hopefully. While in inventory, you can use consumable items like reagents, edibles, and curative items by clicking with the right mouse button on them. Okay. While in the inventory, you can make the item owner comment on any item by clicking the middle mouse button on it. Ooh, okay. So almost like an adventure game where you can investigate every single item, which is obviously something I, used to do when I was playing adventure games. I haven't really been doing that in, I don't know, the last 20 years. These are your character's active slots. You can drag and drop items on them to wear or to hold. Active slots as in equipment slots, right, okay. The bonuses will affect the character's stats immediately. You can also access the character's stats by clicking on the character's name or switch to a different character, if available, by clicking on the small arrows to the left and right of the current character's name. Okay. To close the inventory panel, simply click on the character's portrait, or I guess hit escape. Yes. No. I see. So you switch between, I guess, the party view and whatever other information there might be. And this, we have party management. Okay. Oh boy. This is your party inventory. It works exactly like any character's inventory, except that the game action is paused. Ah, okay. So it's not paused while you only have the one character inventory panel up. On the left there is the stash, a list of items acquired in the game's story. This the stash? That you can drag and drop to any character's individual inventory. You cannot place items in the stash. Ooh. Interesting. So be careful what you take from the stash, I guess. To return to the game, either click on a character's portrait or on the cross at the bottom left. Bottom left. Oh yeah, okay, I see. To access the option menu, click on the cog icon at the bottom left above the cross. Okay, right, so we have... I guess there would be multiple characters to choose from somewhere if we had them? Right? Because... oh, no, you actually switch through them like this. Character stats, okay. Citrani male... I mean, I wonder if we're gonna get to create our own character once the real game begins, and that this is only gonna be the character for the tutorial section of the game. I guess that could be the case. I wouldn't mind playing just a predefined character that we can then just develop in whichever way we want. But we'll see. Pentalon Citizen, class Clerk, mana class none. Okay. Yeah. 0 out of 30 mana. So we technically have a mana pool, we just don't currently have any MP, I guess. I was gonna say, oh, maybe this this guy just starts out as a non-spellcaster with no mana class to keep things simple, if this really is just supposed to be the introduction. But who knows? I mean, he has lowish intelligence, I guess. Definitely lower than his agility. Right-hand damage 1-1. Right, I guess currently completely unarmed. Left-hand damage, physical protection. Okay. Character stats, accuracy, novice, concentration, novice, sovereign. Sovereign. Novice. No statuses. I mean, accuracy and concentration. Accuracy seems straightforward enough. Concentration, I'm guessing, has something to do with spellcasting. Sovereign, though, no idea. Okay. Right. Okay, worker tunic. Right-clicking. Maybe that doesn't work here because the game's paused. Ah. Welcome to Aeon of Sands, by the way. Game saved. Okay, the most disturbing industriousness washes over you just by looking at the rough fabric. The most disturbing industriousness washes over you. Okay. Category shirt, worker tunic. I guess these just don't have any stats. We have 0 protection, yes. Oh, okay. Here's listed your character's name, where he comes from, his profession, and the mana energy class to which he's currently attuned. Oh, so that can change. Good. Good to know, rather. You can also press the arrow keys to switch to advance the tutorial, by the way. I had been wondering, but I just never tried until now. This section lists the character's hit points, stamina, and mana, yes. The first number is in every entry is the current value, yes, okay. Hit points stand for the character's ability to withstand damage before falling unconscious and dying. Stamina stands for the physical and mental energy used to perform actions in combat. Okay. Any action in combat? Including normal attacks? I mean, maybe. Mana values list the current and maximum amount of magical energy a character can absorb before getting damage. Wait, what? Oh. Absorb. So, interesting. Maybe you absorb mana from certain enemy attacks and then you can discharge that by using it on your own spells. And if you get overcharged, you take damage or something. That's what it sounds like. This section lists the character's current strength, agility, and intelligence. Strength affects the character's speed in advancing their sovereign trait from melee combat, and how quick their hit points regenerate. Okay, so kind of dungeon master-esque in that regard. Agility affects the character's speed in advancing their accuracy trait from range combat, and how quick their stamina regenerates. Okay, so I guess sovereign is just your melee efficiency, and accuracy is specifically your ranged efficiency. Intelligence affects the character's speed in advancing their concentration trait from elemental magic use, and how quick their mana saturation decreases. Oh, okay. The listed number next to each attribute is the current value for it. If your character's equipment alters in any way an attribute, the plus/minus value for that effect is listed in parentheses at the end of that attribute entry. Okay. The first 2 entries detail the character's minimum and maximum damage possible in attacks with the weapon currently equipped in each hand. The third entry displays their current armor class affected by the protective gear they currently wear. Higher the better. To access the character inventory from the stat panel, you can click on the character's name. To access the attributes of other characters, if present, you can click on the small arrows, yes. This is the list of traits that govern the character's prowess in melee, magic, and range combat, not in that order. The higher the percentage, the better. Okay. Accuracy is increased by range attacks, successful hits, and influences the chance to hit with range weapons. Okay, only chance to hit. I guess the actual damage would depend on whatever weapon you use. Concentration is increased by elemental magic use and influences the duration of elemental spells and effects. Only the duration? Okay. Focus is increased by Auran magic use. Okay, we don't have that even. And influences the duration of Auran spells and effects. Sovereign is increased by melee attacks critical hits and influences the damage with melee weapons. Interesting. So I guess maybe because melee attacks always hit, but you can actually increase their damage. I guess makes sense because, yeah, I suppose it does make sense, doesn't it? That you do become stronger and thus can inflict more damage even when you don't upgrade your weapon, whereas a ranged weapon is always, by definition, going to deal the same amount of damage, right? The only thing you can get better at is becoming more accurate. I suppose there are some exceptions maybe with actually thrown weapons where you can put more force into it, but if we're talking about, you know, things like bows and especially crossbows, they pretty much have a fixed like force behind them. Anyway, okay. Here are listed characters' special statuses. If they are temporarily sick, invisible, or paralyzed, their condition will appear here. To close the attributes panel, simply click on the character's portrait. Right, so apparently yeah, so escape opens the menu. So I have to click there. Or do I? Oh. Interesting. So I was wondering if the number keys would automatically open the inventory. Oh, I is the party inventory. I guess I could probably look at keys. Okay, I was also wondering, quick save and quick load, those are important. I for party inventory, M for map, screenshot, okay. Save game folder, interesting. Oh wait, that could actually interfere with my recording hotkeys. Would it though? Yes, maybe, potentially. Although I guess I've already... maybe I did take a screenshot then, I suppose. I did already pause the recording once, of course, which uses F10. F11 shouldn't be a problem. Actually, I think F11 is my screenshot button in my recording software. Anyway, scroll text boxes. With page up and page down. Interesting. Okay, so that is possible with the keyboard. Not sure why I didn't try that. Space active pause beginner mode. Oh, okay. Is that V or U? Plus left mouse to identify equipment. Okay. I'm guessing V. Movement, right, okay. Alternative layout, right hand, left hand. Oh, right. For 3 party members total, it seems like. F1, F2, F3. Okay. For spells. Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for their respective hands. So no hotkey to open one character's inventory, but I guess I can always do this, and that's gonna open my inventory, and also pause the game conveniently. Right. Also, I only just noticed, yeah, basically because the background is not uniform, right? It took me this long to actually realize that, of course, yeah, this is gonna display all 3 of our characters simultaneously. That's kind of the point. Yeah. Right. Okay. That should have been more obvious. Anyway, anything else? I guess we're actually gonna start moving, and you know what? I think I would prefer, call me crazy, I think I might prefer to have turning and strafing reversed. I think I want to default to turning. Would you please? Oh. Interesting. Okay, so maybe I cannot rebind a key that's already in use. That would make some sort of sense. I'm just gonna use, I don't know, something unused. I guess most buttons are unused. Okay. There we go. Wait. Hold on. Left, right, right, left. Wow. Is this? Oh god. Come on, game. Right and left. Forward, backward. Okay. Left, right. Yes. Right and left. Why these are reversed? Just to mess with you, or for some other reason? Who knows? Anyway, I don't suppose there's anything else I need to change here. Full screen resolution, yes. Strategy VSync. Lock mouse cursor. That should not be necessary. Okay. Right. Gameplay, autosave, beginner, normal, hard. Okay. Autosaves, I guess, do seem like a good idea. GUI, tutorial, yes. Show status bar values. I do like numbers. Okay. Continue. Okay. It's honestly a little bit... I think I would almost prefer if they just put the text sideways. That would be easier to read than, you know, as a column. Weird. I'll get used to it. So, F9. Game saved. Awesome. And yeah, now we can actually turn around. This is Citrani, by the way. Your main character. You can click with the left mouse button on his portrait to access his inventory. Yes, I know. I guess yeah, you know, I did click on him. On his portrait. And that's when the tutorial popped up for that. So the game would have just told me, of course. You can have up to 3 characters in your party. When you have more than one character, click and hold any portrait with the right mouse button to drag it over to another portrait to swap the characters' positions in the party roster. Okay, click and hold with the right mouse button specifically. Will I remember that? Hopefully. All your characters walk in a line. The first one will get more damage from enemies in front of the party. The last one will get more damage from enemies in the back. Okay, health, stamina, and mana bars. Hover over them with the mouse pointer to see the number. Oh, okay. So we would be able to see them anyway. The health bar indicates the vitality of the character. It decreases with taking damage, when taking damage, but it slowly regenerates over time. You can also recover some health by consuming food, water, and medicinals. At 0 hit points, a character dies. There is an exception, however, when that character is Citrani and he has at least one companion. Then, at 0 hit points, he will only fall unconscious. If Citrani is the only character in the party and he reaches 0 hit points, then he dies. Well, I suppose he does fall unconscious first, but no one is there to help him, so he dies. Strength and numbers. Right. Why party members, other than him, just outright die rather than falling unconscious, so long as he's around to help them, is another issue, but okay. Let's just try to not let that happen, I guess. Stamina indicates the possibility of your character to perform actions. It decreases with each performed attack, but it slowly regenerates over time. I will say that I find it weird that stamina is the red bar, apparently, and health the yellow. That's highly unusual, but okay. At least the order in which they appear is pretty standard. The desert is full of magic energy, called mana. This resource is enabled by consuming a reagent of one of the mana classes, air, water, magma. When a character casts a spell, his mana intoxication increases. When his mana bar is full, he gets mana poisoning damage, so be careful not to cast too many spells at once. Oh, okay. Wait. When a character casts a spell, mana intoxication increases. But we also need mana to cast spells, though? We'll learn about that. This is the character's right hand. It holds melee and ranged weapons only. This is the character's left hand. It can hold shields, ammo for ranged weapons, a few small weapons, activators, and consumable items. Activators? Keys? You can grab items from the floor and drag them on the character's hands. A usable hand slot will then be highlighted. If you drag and drop them on the character portrait instead, the items will go to the character's backpack. Makes sense. It might happen that someone attacks you, then you can press 1 on your keyboard to click the right mouse button on the right hand slot to attack in return. Yeah, I think I will almost certainly going to be using the... I will almost certainly use the keys for that. But thanks for the option. You can attack or use an item in the character's left hand by pressing 2 on your keyboard. Yes. Okay. There may be already things in this very first room that would not feel out of the character. The Underroots. I knew I should have remained in bed this morning. Yeah. What is this? Is this something? You see a bunk. Ah, right click for description. Gotcha. Speaking of which, I never looked at these. Comfy dress, classic look, perfect to keep your feet burn free. Okay, pair of slippers. And that's it, of course. Right. Just want to see. No, right-clicking doesn't do anything, double-clicking doesn't do anything, you have to drag and drop. Fair enough. Whoops. I keep... keep wanting to press a button to get out of the menu, but, well, it's fine. The wall here should have something to open that door. Now, what was it? Okay. Switches. This is a partly hidden route. A lever to pull open this door. You need to carefully look at the environment, as in the Underroots you can barely see these hidden switches. Usually buttons or switches are near a door, but not every time. You can always identify an item in the world by right-clicking onto it. Also, your mouse pointer turns into a hand cursor when something clickable is there in front of the party. That is extremely convenient. Okay, wow, that's still... Oh, as soon as there's anything clickable. Wait, no, you have to... I mean, you can be kind of close to it, to the area, so you don't have to, you know, scan every single pixel of every single image, but still. So no mouse pointer here, or, you know, hand icon. Alright. Otherwise, of course, that would not look like a switch at all. So it's a really good thing that the mouse cursor changes. Torn curtain. There's some sort of weapon, I like that. A niche in the wall. Tiny dagger. Okay. Let's equip that. Let's actually take a look at it. Okay, right hand. 0.8 DPS, damage 1 to 2. Well, it's slightly better than what we had, which is nothing. That being said, it does detract agility by 1. Interesting. -2 stamina, cooldown 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. Right. Stamina does come back by itself. I wonder... I mean, why is that niche there? Oops. Okay. A collapsed tunnel. Only useless historical records were in that wing, I recall. And I suppose we can hack away at this junk. The map does not... Oh no, never mind. It does display that as a solid wall. It does not on the minimap, though. That's weird. Oh, now it does. Okay. Not sure what's up with that, but it's fine. It fixed itself. Note to self, when in doubt, flee. Oh, okay. Interesting how... You can... Oh yeah, okay. I see. You can see that door there, but you cannot see it at all when you're facing this way. Oh god, I've also not been paying attention to the walls at all. Well, okay. I guess now I know that that structure is a lever, so that makes sense. I'm guessing because of that warning just now. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's one on the other side. There might be enemies past this door. Well, I mean, none so far. The Underroots, among other things. The place where the destitute live, if you call this living. I don't know, do I? The people that the city failed squat here. Also, some old rovers, the ones that survived the desert at any rate. Am I? Okay. So I had not really been paying attention to the minimap, but just trying to... I don't know, keep track of where I was moving roughly, like, you know, without really focusing on it, and it has worked so far. I thought that we would loop back toward where we started, you know. I guess I have not consciously been choosing the rightmost path every single time, which is probably not a bad idea. Would like to get into some combat. Also, I do realize that I'm basically treating this as if it were a standard Let's Play. In fact, I was kind of considering... Okay, so we have a bunch of niches here. Oh, okay, some of them even have items. More stuff. Nothing of interest here. The warehouse is happily rotting away. What is this? Burdle of paracanthe leaves. Okay, we cannot get a description unless it's in our inventory and the inventory is open. Alright. Sticky paracanthe leaves, much sought of by youngsters who collect them from the spiky bushes on the predators infested outskirts of a kinami tree. That's called hardcore bush diving. Okay. Left hand, yes. Recovers lost hit points and stamina. Okay, 2 HP, 8 stamina. 2 HP is not a lot, especially considering HP is also supposed to regenerate on its own. I guess since this refills a decent amount of stamina, this is something to be used just in combat. I don't know. Obviously, we have not even seen any combat yet, and I have no idea how tough enemies around here are going to be. Presumably not that tough, but you never know. Okay, small alcove. Sweet fruit. Recovers lost hit points and stamina, gives dizziness. Dizziness, huh? A juicy and sweet morsel of happiness, only a tiny bit turned, and with a few insect bites. Sounds good. Not sure about the dizziness part. Hello. This is the lowest rent one can get, I guess. Hello. The disenfranchised of Pantella. A reminder not to piss off the brown leaves. I have to. Something is blocking. Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. No offense. Right, so I had actually been wondering... Well, at first I wasn't sure if maybe my previous experience with that other dungeon crawler was indicative of how this genre as a whole would lend itself to being Let's Played or being slow played maybe in particular. But I think I'm happy to report that I'm having so much more fun with this game. It's just everything works so much better. From the setting, the atmosphere, the controls, everything. So yes, it was very much that particular game's fault, and that is good, reassuring. That being said, I really did consider making this maybe a regular Let's Play because, well, for one, it's a longer game from what I gather. Not sure how long exactly, but I'm guessing at least in the 30-40 hour range. So, as a slow play, I guess, you know, and I guess in contrast to the two other games I've played so far, one of which I didn't even actually finish, this will go on for a while, even if I, you know, go for 4 or 5 hour episodes a week, which is, you know, I realize it's pretty long, but, you know, not expecting everyone to necessarily watch those, and definitely not in one sitting. And I mean, I don't know if I mean, obviously I have been constantly narrating and, you know, reading everything out loud for, well, so far, for what might be a decent episode's length. The thing is, I currently have, you know, Queen's Wish 2 running, filling my long RPG kind of Let's Play slot, and I don't really have room for this, you know, for another Let's Play. I mean, I suppose I could always just have multiple series running in parallel, but that can get stressful. Obviously, once I start losing momentum on one of the two series, and, you know, it could always happen, even if I'm generally enjoying the games, I'm then suddenly going to have find myself having to, quote unquote, provide, you know, and record enough episodes to keep 2 Let's Plays going. So I kind of don't want to commit to that for the most part, and that was one of the main reasons to invent this slow play format in the first place, right? So I could just play a game casually as if I, you know, was not recording, while also recording and occasionally voicing my thoughts, but for the most part just enjoying the game and, you know, not having to worry about any of the other things that go into making a Let's Play. So I think I'm still going to treat this as, you know, not as a proper Let's Play. And I'll eventually just go quiet. I mean, I could do it now, but we're getting these descriptions all the time. I guess I could, I don't know, I could try to only read, you know, dialogue that appears and things that appear on screen, and whenever there's nothing to read, I could just stay quiet. I guess that's an option. It would feel weird, though, for the most part. That's the biggest problem with it. I don't know, crates, boxes, and jars of goods. Pantalon goods, as the sign on them testifies. Okay. Doesn't seem like you can, I don't know, destroy things in the environment. Can we take this? Oh, we can. Do we want this? Tattered. That seems worse than what we have. Oh, yes. Protection +1, interestingly. A worker tunic provides no defense. A tattered tunic provides 1, but it does take away 2 mana and 1 stamina. That just seems bad. Don't know. Excuse me? Tattered tunic deals 1 damage to Citrani. How? What? Can I not just... Okay, I have to be very careful to put that on the ground. Otherwise, I guess if I'm standing in front of a wall and throwing anything, even if it's just a tattered cloth tunic, it's gonna like bounce off the wall and hit me. That is... okay, that's a decision. Yep. So if it hits anything solid... Also, funny how the item graphic on the ground just turns with me. But I guess it makes sense, so I can always pick it up no matter which way I'm facing. Okay. Learning some of the quirks of the engine. Still no enemies, though. What is that? Is that not... Oh, okay. I keep thinking that I can pick up items from this distance. No, I have to literally stand on them. Okay, a rusty pipe. I'm guessing this is... wait, why? Also, why am I not constantly in inventory mode? I suppose while I only have one party member, there's no reason not to. Rusty pipe. Short plumbing pipe covered in rust. Right hand. Okay. 2 to 3 damage. -2 stamina. Right. Wait, so this is just better. It doesn't even take away agility for some reason. It is better damage. Cooldown 2 seconds, cooldown 2.7 seconds. Okay, so it's slower, but I doubt I was going to, you know, make full use of my cooldown, of the Tiny Dagger's cooldown every single time. And yeah, that just seems better. It's still better DPS, even, you know, even so. Same stamina consumption as well. Why using the dagger would make you less agile? If anything, I mean, I was wondering why a dagger would take away agility. Which I would assume heavy weapons to do, right? But then a rusty pipe does not... Okay, who knows? I don't know if there's a reason to keep this tiny dagger around. That does not strike me as a very good weapon. But... Anyway, also, does the map suggest any hidden rooms that I should have been finding? I really should be hugging walls and, you know... Oh, wait. We know that there's a door here. Never mind. Oh, also... Oh, hey, rat. Okay. Also... I just realized that when, you know, moving around quickly, my keyboard can be kind of loud, I guess. So that's probably gonna get picked up pretty audibly through the microphone, if I had to guess. Not sure if that's I don't know. I guess some people might consider that pleasant to listen to. Other people might consider that unpleasant to listen to. Not sure where I would personally fall. Obviously, when I'm moving around like that, I don't really mind, but... something to consider, perhaps. Maybe another reason to not be recording constantly. Also, I guess in the long run, I wouldn't want to have the mic always running, because that's, you know, just not the idea. And especially because this is such a long game, and there are going to be long stretches later on. I mean, early on, obviously, I'm encountering new things all the time. I'm, you know, trying to figure stuff out, trying to share my thought processes. Later on, when I mostly know what's going on, there are going to be long stretches of dungeon exploration where there's just not going to be anything meaningful to say, right? So I guess this, if nothing else, this series might just be a little bit front-loaded with commentary, and later on I might stay quiet for longer stretches. We'll see. We'll see. Oh look, a very large hostile rat. Your first enemy. You can fight with your character's bare hands by clicking on the hand slots with the right mouse button when your enemy is in front of the party. Or I could use the pipe that I picked up. Thank you very much. However, you better use a weapon. If you have one in your backpack, open it and drag and drop the weapon on the hand slot. That will get highlighted. Yes. Please keep in mind that there is a short cooldown after using a weapon, so time your attacks. To hit the opponents is only one part of combat. You also have to try to not to get your characters be hit in return. Yes. To do so, you can time your blows to break the preparation of the opponent's attacks. Okay. So just keep attacking and they're not going to attack back. Or you can simply have your characters dodge and no longer be in front of the enemy when they attack. Remember, you can strafe left, right, or step back from the enemy to avoid being hit. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm just trying to be ready for when the tutorial suddenly ends and the red is going to pounce on me. Like right now. Okay. I think I dodged successfully. What do you know? Okay. There's no wall behind me. I thought I tried stepping back, but I guess not. Okay. Anyway, obviously it did not deal a lot of damage. It could have dealt up to 4, apparently. Okay. Interesting that the game tells you that. It tells you exactly how strong your enemy is. Okay. We have a rat. Sovereignty increased by 1%, and he'll do better in melee combat. Okay. Let's actually take a look at stats, how they already increased. Okay, Sovereign, Novice 1%. Obviously, I don't expect that to have had any effect yet. Yeah. Okay, that's not how that works. Right, okay, yeah, obviously getting used to... Actually, I mean, I suppose maybe I can see myself using... just having the mouse hover over the attack icon, basically, and focus my fingers entirely on moving around. That might work better, to be honest. At least with one character. So, scratch what I said earlier about using mostly hotkeys. Because I've always found it weirdly uncomfortable and unintuitive to use the number keys for things while using WASD to move. And there are a bunch of games that do that. Like specifically MMORPGs, which I have played extensively. Yeah, I never understood how people could just play with that default layout. I've always had to find creative solutions to allow myself to, you know, actually activate a bunch of different hotkeys while also moving around with one hand on the keyboard and the other on the mouse. But, I mean, it's only 6 buttons here, and, you know, I can use the mouse redundantly, or alternatively, I suppose. So that should work either way. I heard in the common room that a citizen went crazy and almost killed somebody. Never caught. The underroots are vast after all. Okay, so in other words, there's gonna be some sort of madman boss enemy down here. Gotcha. I really hope not to stumble into him. Famous last words. Well, not last words, hopefully. Where's the button, though? Oh. Or lever. Also, hit points are slowly coming back. I mean, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from just sitting here waiting. Yeah. I kind of wish there was like a rest button to just speed things up a little, but I guess the game wants you to actually use some resources to speed things up. Anyway, let's see. Surely he's not just gonna lurk around the corner. I'm hearing things. Oh. Okay. We were mostly two-shotting rats. That's good. Huh? A curtain. Oh, wait. Huh? I can just walk through that. That makes sense, I guess. That's how curtains kind of work. I'm hearing things, though. That's a fast rat. Oh, I'm surrounded. Awesome. Yeah, so I can see. Okay, also, I've ended up taking a bit more damage than maybe I should have. Also, that's not how that works. Okay, take a step back and take a breath. So, what keeps happening? Well, first of all, yes, I've taken quite some damage from those couple of rats. So even though individually they don't hit very hard, we don't have that many hit points, and obviously it's gonna add up. Also, regeneration is pretty slow. It's very slow, actually. Wow. 9, okay. Right, good. So try to avoid damage. I mean, duh, but yeah, that seems like a good idea for many reasons. Okay, I've not actually been there yet. Past here seems like make up your mind. It seems like behind there might be where it starts getting more dangerous. Maybe I should check out these areas just to confirm that they're you know, just dead ends. I did start getting these messages about the madman as I approached this door, so I guess it would make sense if that were where, you know, the real danger begins. Maybe I'm supposed to actually find some armor in some of these other sections. Hello, anybody home? The door was open. Maybe I shouldn't shout. Okay, let's get another one of those healing items. A dead body. Okay. A rock? Piece of flint. Right hand. Okay. 3 stamina to attack. Shorter cooldown. Agility +1. Okay, so that seems kind of arbitrary. And not really connected to what the item really is, or, you know, what would make sense. Whoever chipped this stone got a bad case of saber-tooth and couldn't finish his work. Bad case of saber-tooth. Okay. Whatever you say. Okay, nothing so far on the walls. Okay, we got a door here. The lever there. Okay. Oh, wait. We've got 2 doors and 1 lever. Maybe more. Water skin. I keep expecting to just click and, you know, to pick up the item and then to click again to put it down, but nope. I have to drag and drop. Oh, 2 water skins, in fact. Interesting. Recovers lost hit points and stamina. 5 and 5. 2 charges. Oh, okay. It's 1 water skin with 2 charges. Fair enough. The single most precious substance in all the land. Non-sparkling water. And there aren't frogs in it. I guess that's a plus. A collapsed tunnel. Only useless historical records were in that wing, I recall. Okay. That one as well. Oh. Oh. No, that's just the mechanism for this door. Gotcha. So, the lever for this other door. Not this one, surely. Huh. Did I just miss it? It's obviously not this one. Because both started out closed. Ah. Okay. A little bit tricky. See, that's what happens when the Public Works Department is held by incompetent buffoons. What exactly? Dead people in the underroot? You see a dead body. And that's it. Oh, wait, no, that's... I guess I appreciate that they remembered to put buttons on both sides of doors, which makes sense, although this person managed to die in here, so I don't know. Okay, nothing particularly useful up here, unfortunately, but I guess just by virtue of moving around, I recovered a whopping 5 hit points so far. That's not, it's not that great. Right, but there's still something over that way, though. I might still find something useful. By the way, if I started talking about something earlier and did not finish that train of thought, I apologize. I feel like I wasn't maybe quite done. I was maybe still thinking about saying more things. I don't know, maybe I was just... I'm hearing things again. Oh god. What? What happened? Why did I... Huh? What? cute. Jesus. I guess it hardly hit me, and we're back up to 12 again. What happened, though? What button could I possibly have pressed that... I think I was trying to just take a step back. Maybe in my panic, I hit the A key to turn around. That's probably what happened. Okay, anyway. Right, what was I literally just saying? I don't know. No idea. The rat infestation explains why the squatters have retired from this section of the Underroots. I suppose so. Dead body. No items, apparently. Yeah, we can't pick up those bones, which is probably for the better. Or else I, you know, would probably consider doing that. Okay. So, no way to go but past this door. I mean, there were plenty of rats on this side, I guess. Or not plenty, but some. And so far, nothing worse on the other side. So maybe those stories about some sort of madman who might or might not be hiding out down here are just, you know, urban legends. No real danger down here, I'm sure. Stone taken. That's... oh. Wait. Hold on. Is my main hand empty? Did my weapon actually break or something? You can also hit enemies from a distance. Oh, yeah, that's... okay. To do so, throw projectiles either manually or with the help of a ranged weapon to be able to use them. Ranged weapons usually need to be equipped in the character's weapon hand, while ammunition must be held in the character's shield hand. Ranged weapons are activated like other weapons by clicking on them with the right mouse button. Okay. Uh-oh. Deals 1 damage to rat. And I cannot scroll up any higher than that. Right, okay, so also you have to mouse over this little scroll bar to use the mouse wheel to scroll. I do not appreciate how limited the recall function here is. So apparently my pipe must have broken. I guess that explains why why we have this bad weapon, because now that's our only weapon. Okay. Right click to throw the stone. Category left hand though, specifically. Wait. So I literally cannot even put that there. I guess that counts as ammunition. Damage 3 by stone. Effect unmovable for 1 second. Okay, rocky hard material. The very land generated it, and raised it to perfection throughout the Aeons of Sand, for the purpose of smashing it in the middle of an opponent's face. Well, that's the idea anyway. Tiny dagger, often used as cheese cutter. By the way, never looked at that. Piece of flint. Right, I guess we also have this, which technically deals less damage just because it has 0.1 extra second of cooldown. Also, it costs more stamina, though. I don't know. Stamina has not seemed like much of a problem so far. But okay. Don't get up on my account. Tips and descriptions. Remember, you can click with your right mouse button on everything in front of your party in order to identify it and get an explanation of what you see. Only a really empty area or wall will have nothing to tell you. Right-clicking on the rest can help you a lot. Yes, I was going to click the moment this popped up. The skeleton is more dead than most of them. Very helpful game, thank you. I cannot do anything else with that. Right. Trying to listen for rats. Not hearing anything right now, though. I guess we have dealt with the ones that were around. Have our stats gone up at all? Oh yeah, okay. Sovereign is up to 3%. So, is this actually 3% on the way to the next level? Surely, right? Maybe not? Maybe the rank is gonna go up at certain thresholds of, you know, percentage. Okay. Why do I keep doing that? Especially when there is no reason to even go back. No menu to go back from. That's fine. Skeleton. Oh, you see a hole in the ceiling. Oh, I guess I do. It's not even what I meant, though. A dead body and a hole in the ceiling. I see. Well, I can't jump or fly, as far as I know, so... not sure that that hole is doing anything for me. Maybe that's just to explain the dead body that might have fallen from above. Okay, another water skin. Another door. Hearing things, not necessarily sure what direction they're coming from. Note to self, when in doubt, flee. Okay. The second time the game told me that exact message. I've never been this way. I believe there was a reason for that. Okay, that's coming from the left for sure. Maybe I should look around a little bit more. That is clearly a platform. Is it a platform or a pressure plate? Okay, I see. I had obviously not even been looking for buttons on the walls. So we want to weigh this down with something. Like... it's not like I have any real junk. Maybe this sweet fruit that makes you dizzy? It does recover more than one of these bundles. Okay, that is apparently heavy enough to weigh down the plate. Also, obviously we can just retrieve it. Okay, that only opened this one door. Okay. Didn't notice any immediate effect. Oh, interesting. Cannot investigate that. Okay, that just... they're using the same map for this. Oh, wait. Down, always down. No, now we're on a different map. Pantelis on the routes, abandoned tunnels. Yeah. Why don't we stay up here for now? What could this be doing? Surely that must be opening something, right? Somewhere. I guess I should probably weigh it down with something, like another one of these leaves. Yeah, that works. Oh, maybe, you know what? That probably just opens that from the other side. That would make sense, wouldn't it? In case... would it make sense? I don't know, it seemed... the door didn't seem to close immediately as I stepped off the pressure plate. The other one, down that... down this one, this corridor. So... maybe you can actually just step on it and run? Seems like you would have to be really quick for that, though. Also, where's the lever for this other door? Surely there is one. Right? I mean, I did check all of these walls. Sure did. I also did weigh down both plates simultaneously. Also, they started out not weighed down at all, so that wouldn't be it either. I did check these walls, but I'm just double checking. I guess the game suggested that there are illusory walls, just by including a marker for those. Oh, also... okay, I thought there was something unexplored, but I guess not. Seriously though. I guess we have our first puzzle. First little mystery on our hands. Unless... Wait, what wasn't here? There's something in there. But that doesn't seem to have anything to do with the door. Unless there's supposed to be a specific item. But if so, there's no indication at all. Okay, could it be... Could it somehow be... No, I mean, surely not. Obviously not. Because again, both pressure plates both pressure plates were... Oh, you can... I think you can probably make it through, right? It takes a while before it closes. Anyway, both pressure plates started out empty, of course, so... Yeah, I don't know about that one. I guess it's very possible that we're gonna find some sort of switch. Okay, I can see something moving there. It's not unsettling at all. Uh-huh. For a moment I thought I saw something on the wall. Thanks, game, for, I guess, giving away this very first, more hidden kind of mechanism. Okay, there's something else, though. Another one. The vines on this wall have an interesting pattern. Thank you. Let's open this one. I'm not hearing anything here. Okay, so we just have a different type of button, I suppose. Opening mechanism. The game kindly alerted me to. Is this maybe... I guess we might be getting to the other side of this door. There's a lot of room up here. Obviously, we did see an enemy past that door, so... Oh, crap. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. Oh, I was not even... Why did I think I was caught against a wall? I was not. Oh well. Okay. I did not hear that rat approaching. Oh, nice. Oh god. Ugh. Never leave any unexplored tunnels. Or that's exactly what will happen. Red mushroom. Red shroom. Elemental water mana class. Okay, cleanses some water mana, but it's not exactly healthy. Minus 12 mana. Right, okay. So I guess it's just... I know, I just assumed, of course, that since there are mana points, or there is a measure for, well, mana, yeah, mana points, I guess, mana units, that those would be used for spellcasting. But I guess this game just reverses the usual trope, where casting spells gives you mana points and you want to get rid of them. Huh. I don't know. Obviously, I can't quite tell what the exact implications of that are going to be, without having actually used the system. But I suppose mana also does decay, right? I think that was mentioned. So, I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, we might as well have 30 out of 30 mana points right now, right? I guess the main difference is that if we overfill our mana bar, we are going to start taking damage. But I guess it could be handled the same way if we used a traditional, system of counting down our mana points, and then we could overextend ourselves. I guess some games even do that, where you can try casting a spell when you're too low on mana. I mean, I suppose like roguelikes specifically do that. Specifically Aeon, and I think also possibly Dungeon Crawl, probably some others. So yeah. Anyway, okay. Cleanses some water mana. But it does say, it just says minus 12 mana. I guess it cleanses some mana and also attunes you with the element of water. Right. Not that I can cast any spells yet, as far as I'm aware, so I guess we don't need to worry about that. In fact, I'm not even sure how spellcasting is going to work eventually. Maybe this space is going to be used to display some sort of spellcasting menu. More death than most of them, right? Trying to be more careful about looking at my walls here, because we are looking for... Well, actually, no. Yeah. We might not be looking for something after all, never mind. Because we might just end up getting to the other side of this. So there was nothing really in here, maybe just another rat. Did I just completely miss that rat? Oh, come on. Not sure if my rock even hit. What is this? Oh my, what a cool, surely friendly snake. We can't click on it. I don't know what I thought might happen. Take that, stupid snake. Definitely dead. Okay. Just a little dead end, but we are approaching the other side of that door. That was puzzling me earlier. There are also more snakes. No touching. Thanks. I guess I learned my lesson, and before there is one snake that actually does something good when you touch it. That would be kind of mean. Another rock. Can we? Oh, we can stack them. Thank you, game. Okay, I'll take this shortcut, I suppose. And also this mystery solved. Very good. Okay, so we never went down that tunnel. And we obviously never opened that first door. I mean, there's a lot of area up here. So I guess there could be something major behind that. It could be. Presumably, yeah, okay, that did open according to the minimap. I don't know why I swung my dagger. Kinda pointlessly. Oh, right, I also forgot that I actually had a second stone. Yeah, okay, game, you don't have to keep alerting me every single time. Oh god, why? Okay. Ooh. Rusty shank. Better? I guess better insofar as... Wait, 1 to 3? Oh, as opposed to 1 to 2. Yes, so a lot better. Also doesn't take away stamina. But I guess I'm gonna keep using this until it breaks. Gonna be tempted to do that kind of thing, using suboptimal weapons, now that I know that they can just break. Unless I somehow manage to throw away my iron pipe, but surely not, right? It's just really unfortunate that there is no... Oh, wait. Completely forgot. Oh, no, never mind. Middle button or V plus left mouse. I guess that's only an option for people who use a mouse with no middle button, which I guess exists. Okay. Yeah, never mind. I thought maybe I had been forgetting to identify items properly and getting all their details revealed this whole time, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Anyway, rusty shank. Rusty shank, crooked and dented, not very balanced still, as long as you don't hold it by the edge, by its edge, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, exactly the same as the dagger, except it's better and it doesn't take away stamina, so it's not exactly the same. I keep doing that. Okay, nice. And nothing useful here. Yep. Right, that's only gonna close. I guess I should double check just to make sure, but yeah. Most of the time I'm gonna assume that the button next to a door is going to operate that door. Of course, they very well might use that to trick me at some point. Okay, so it seems like this corner of the map is just not used. Obviously, it's not like we're dealing with perfectly square maps that use every single, well, square of it, every single cell of it. So you never quite know if there's just a lot more hiding behind some cleverly hidden wall or if it's just empty. For now, I'm gonna assume that it's empty, or else I'm gonna go crazy. Yes. Right. Let's go down this corridor, which turns out not to leave anywhere. The vines on this wall have an interesting pattern. Wait, no, that's from earlier. Dress made of rags. Okay, I was just, yeah, confused because that's not capitalized. I guess none of the items are. Right. Okay, stats boost -1 agility, but +2 protection. You know what? I think this might actually be worth it. The favorite threads of prophets and toddlers, luxuriously supplied of a set of highly nourishing live ticks. Makes me want to take that off immediately, but also I don't know if armors can break. Do I need to keep spare armors as well as weapons? Surely not, right? Surely not. At least we have some protection now. That actually seems like a pretty good thing. At the cost of only 1 agility. I guess I can live with that. Oh, agility -2? Yeah, from the dagger. Okay. I mean, we start with pretty decent agility, so I guess it's good. It's fine. Also, I guess to balance the fact that you can just, you know, swing your weapon without almost any consideration, that goes up a lot more slowly, whereas accuracy seems to increase a lot faster, considering I've thrown far less rocks than I've swung melee weapons. Okay, fair enough. More rats. Okay, we got a root type lever here. Hello? I'm hearing something. Oh. Nope, that's the wrong button. Should probably be using a better weapon. Uh-oh. Also probably should... Uh-oh, uh-oh. Try to keep track of where I am in the environment. Oh, he's wandering off. I mean, I could be using my much better weapon, but he seems very slow. Oh, he's running. Oh. No, maybe not. I guess he's just sometimes wandering randomly. Maybe he's drunk. He's pretty tanky, though, compared to those rats, that's for sure. Come on, man. Oh, he's running, maybe? Kinda seems to be running until he suddenly randomly turns around. Come back. Friend. Uh-oh. What are you doing? That's not the right button to press. What? Come on, man. I would like to get my rocks back, but... Okay, there we go, finally. I probably could have, I mean, yeah. If I was more dexterous with the mouse, I could have picked it up. But, that worked. Got some good use out of my terrible dagger. A bunk. A niche in the wall. What do we get for our troubles? Another poisonous snake. Maybe not poisonous, I guess. We have not been poisoned, at least. That's, I suppose that's pretty generous. Ooh. What do we have here? Some serious magic. Ah. In the desert, almost any character can perform magic with the help of activators. Oh, that's what an activator is. A reagent of one of the 3 elemental energy classes, air, water, and magma, must be consumed first to attune the character to a specific energy class. Okay, reagent. Oh. Right, so right now we can't actually use any magic because we're not attuned to any class. And we have those mushrooms, right? No, wait, was it the mushrooms? That remove 12 mana? But I guess that aspect gets wasted if I have to use one of them first before I can even start casting magic. Only then can an activator of that class be used successfully while equipped on the character's left hand. Click and hold the right mouse button to select the desired spell, then release the mouse button to cast it. Each spell you cast increases the character's mana saturation. When the mana bar gets full, casting more spells damages the characters for the additional amount of mana absorbed. To avoid that damage, the characters can consume a reagent to lower the mana saturation, or a reagent of a different energy class to switch to this mana type in order to cast spells of its magic class. A higher character's intelligence value... Okay, yeah. Okay, I know what you mean. Helps decreasing their mana saturation faster than a lower one. Okay. Fair enough. Let's take a look. Oh boy. Scum still. Still scum, unfortunately. Oh well. Right. So I guess... I suppose... Well, a green background for items seems to just indicate a healing item. No background, I guess, is equipment, or otherwise not a consumable. And I don't know, maybe blue is always going to be water magical items, and there are going to be red ones for magma, and like maybe light blue ones or something, or whitish for air. We'll see. Pure speculation, of course, at this point. Anyway, minus 3 HP, right? I somehow didn't really pay attention to that aspect before either. Minus 12 mana, but attunes you with water, I guess. Right? Anyway, mana class elemental water. Right click to select spell. Class splinters. Glass splinters, rather. 6 damage, range 4. 3 stamina, 5 mana, cooldown 3 seconds, or glass shards, damage 12, 9 stamina, 7 mana, cooldown 4 seconds. Glass shards doesn't list a range at all, so maybe purely melee? It's a lot of damage, obviously, compared to my other options. I mean, obviously I should give that a try. It's too bad that you have to, you know, have either a ranged weapon or spells, in this case. That's not how you close the menu. Okay, so before we do anything very foolish, you know, let's not face a wall, and let's just save the game as well, which I did. Okay, glass shards, glass splinters. Cannot absorb elemental water energy. Okay, so I left click. Right click. Okay, Citrani's mana is changed to elemental water. Right. I guess it shows then the type. That would make sense if that were the case. And now we can use glass shards, which... Oh, that's the short range one. Okay. Yes. Okay. Neat effects, though, I gotta say. Well, it's quick load, and that is, thankfully, very quick. I like to see that. I mean, I guess I should attune myself to mana, right? It seems like such a waste, having to use one of the reagents without, you know, benefiting from its mana removal aspect. I suppose the only alternative would be to wait for another water-attuned reagent that wouldn't remove as much mana, so that it would feel like less of a waste, right? You know, whatever. Might as well. Also, I only took 1 damage. Oh, interesting. That was reduced by armor, I guess. Must be, right? Yeah. Blocks 2 damage. It literally says so right there. Huh. Well, okay. Not sure how that works, but I'll take it. I guess I'll save that. At least now I can use magic whenever I feel like I need to. And with that, we have actually... Well, I suppose we've defeated the boss of this area. Not much of a boss, but you know. Yeah. Okay. And now we can just head further downstairs. So much for it being very easy to find, you know, some sort of... What was it? A desert suit? A water... I forget what exactly they called it. Desert suit? Maybe? And a rebreather mask. Very Dune-ish kind of concept. Okay, I'm gonna try to run. Oh. What? Okay, I guess I have to wait for the door to be fully open. Oh yeah, you can totally sneak through. Good. No need to use one of my precious items, which I obviously use all the time. Okay. And I guess that's the first dungeon level cleared. Oh, you know what? It doesn't seem like we can look at different levels of the same dungeon. Just occurred to me. There's just no interface element for it. Arrow keys don't do anything. Page up, page down? Nope. No such luck. Okay, anyway. I think I'm gonna take a break here. I guess I have made up my mind that I'm not going to turn this into a regular Let's Play. Also, this is already an hour and a half long, this first recording. Okay, I'm already hearing something. We also already have a lever here. Should I have pulled that? I don't know. I was thinking that maybe it would just close this door. This looks tidy. I always say the public works department is very professional. What looks tidy? Just this area in general? It's just pretty dark for the most part. Okay, so 2 levers here. Oh, more than 2 actually. Never mind. Now I pulled every one of them once. If you're confident already, yeah, maybe you shouldn't. Okay, anyway, I am going to take a break here. Yes, I'm not going to make this a regular Let's Play. I'm gonna keep this experiment going, and that means that I will just append at least another playing session to this, to turn it into the first slow play episode. And yes, I fully narrated this one. Oh god, that looks like a big rat. Uh-oh. Okay. Thankfully it doesn't seem that much tougher. I don't know if I should... You know what? I think I should actually... you know what? No, never mind. I forgot that mana saturation does decrease on its own. Let's actually take a look at how quickly. Okay, I just saw it go down by 1 point, but I guess that was just a coincidence. Yeah, it does seem to take a while, just like hit points. Okay, I mean, it doesn't take that long. I guess if I limit myself to casting a spell per enemy. The biggest question I have is, how does this work with hotkeys? Oh, come on. Come on, game. Save. So if I hit the 2 button, this happens. If I hit the 2 button again, nothing happens. Okay, so all that does is just permanently display those. I guess I could... Huh, that's interesting. When I right-click, it's only... You know, it doesn't stay open. It only stays as long as I hold the right button to click. But I can hit the 2 key on the keyboard to have the spells permanently displayed and, I guess, ready to just click on. It seems like there is no way to cast a spell with purely the keyboard, which is a decision, for sure. Anyway. Right, I keep interrupting myself. So, I am going to end this first session here, but the episode is going to continue, so see you in a second. Okay, and I'm back 2 days later. 2 days? Yeah, sounds about right. So let's see how rusty I have become in this relatively short time. Right, we had just arrived in the abandoned tunnels, the second level of the, I guess, tutorial dungeon. We're still trying to retrieve that desert suit and breathing mask so we can actually venture out into the desert on our diplomatic suicide mission. There were a couple of things. Well, there's one thing about casting spells. Right, so I noted earlier how, or last time I guess, for just a minute ago for you, I was talking about how there's no way to cast spells with the keyboard alone. Well, obviously I forgot momentarily, but since remembered, reading about the hotkeys for spell 1, 2, and 3. So I guess these activators, were they called, can have up to 3 spells. And I was at the time when I was reading that it should be F1 through F3 that those keys would cast the spells for character 1, 2, and 3 respectively. But apparently that's not how it works. Obviously at the time I didn't know that spells were cast via a held item. So in theory, I'm gonna save now because I've actually, just by virtue of standing here, I've managed to recover some health and I guess also lose some... No, actually, no, I guess we were at 0 mana saturation. Right. So let's save again, and in theory, I'm guessing first spell is the one closest to the item, and this one should be spell 2 then. No. Okay. Not the case. So just to confirm, 1 is that one. Okay, so I guess 1, 2, 3. 1 is the one furthest left, and then, 2 the one to the right of that, and so on. Okay. Quick save, quick load rather, which is very quick. Right, anything else? I feel like there was something else, like one other thing that I meant to mention that had occurred to me in the meantime, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it was just that I am going to try the other approach. I guess that the original intention for these slow plays for this second playing session, second half, I guess, of the first episode, where I'm going to have my mic mostly muted. I guess we've covered the basics. Obviously, there's going to be stuff to figure out, and things, maybe puzzles and mysteries I'm trying to solve. Like, for example, these the mystery of these seemingly useless levers. A total of 3, it seems, in this starting room. I have activated each one of them once, I believe. Well, this one 3 times, but So activated, deactivated, and activated again. Yes. The other 2 I have used once. So yeah, I guess if I can't find anything, well, what I probably should do is hit them all again to reset them to what they were originally, and then explore, and then hit them all again and see what they do. I'm probably gonna find out what they're all about. I don't expect this dungeon to be particularly devious quite yet, but we'll see how bad it gets, how devilish it gets as the game goes on. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to mute my mic and, I guess, commentate whenever I feel like there's something to explain or something I want to talk about. Okay, these are actually explicitly left-hand items. Interesting. Which is unfortunate because, yeah, we have to choose. Actually, are these thrown then? No. I guess not. But I could dual wield, I guess. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep this then for the time being. Piece of flint. Actually, less damage. Or damage per second. Okay, well. I'll just put down one of these, I guess. By the way, I just remembered the one thing I meant to mention, and that is about the mouse cursor. So, it turns out that no matter whether I put that little check mark or not in my recording software, the mouse cursor is just not being recorded. Which is a bit of a bummer, because I feel like this is the kind of game where you'd actually want that, but I suppose it's also not super crucial. I mean, I was watching some of that first recording, and it didn't bother me too much. It was usually clear, obviously, you know, little tooltips, that's the word, will pop up wherever I have my mouse pointed, right? So you'll usually know where I'm pointing at anyway, and otherwise it doesn't seem like you have to pinpoint very exactly to click any buttons, you know, on walls in front of you. There's, so far at least, there have been very generous areas where the cursor just turns from a, you know, pretty standard-looking little arrow icon to a hand icon to indicate that there's something to click. Yeah. So yeah, in other words, I guess there probably are ways to actually record the mouse cursor as well, but I don't know if it's worth going out of my way to try and do that. Aha, so either weighing down both pressure plates or weighing down both pressure plates and hitting all 3 of the switches. I guess I can confirm that real quick. Alright. Just doesn't seem to do anything. Unless they open the other rooms in the first place. Okay, that's it actually. But there are 3 switches. Oh, but... wait. 3 switches, but 4 doors. Let's not question it. There's also apparently something past here. Interesting. But those are 2... those are both... Oh, I guess you can't see me pointing, huh? I guess you can't see the position. Yeah, honestly, pointing at the map is the one thing, I guess, where having a mouse pointer visible would be useful. Well, in the room to the far left, it looks like there's something behind those parts blocked by boxes, right? I'll take another look for sure. That's different, right? I think I should touch it again. Surely this is just gonna hurt me. Yep. Okay, thanks for trolling, game. Two switches next to this collapsed section. What the heck? Okay, not a secret door, apparently. More dead than most of them. Oh. I can probably jump down that pit. Or more like drop down. Or I could try closing it by throwing something across. Let's not do that quite now. Quite now? Quite yet. Yummy. Piece of raw meat we just found lying on the floor in some damp cellar. But, yeah, surprisingly this one has no side effects at all. Unlike, what was it? This fruit? No, yes, dizziness. Okay, cool. Okay, guess I'll take it. Description: additional nutritious food. In that there are probably flies' eggs in it. Oh, additional nutritious. Okay. Or additional tiny maggots. Yeah, but, well, the game tells me it's safe to eat, so I guess I'll trust it there. And... okay. Of course, eating that very questionable meat recovers more health than actually using bandages. That makes sense. Mummy in a roll. Patent pending. The best friend of any adventurer. Yeah, except, I mean, it's really not that great. You'd expect this to be the actual dedicated healing item. But so far, nothing heals for a tremendous amount. But, you know, more of that is obviously better. There is a lever here. Interesting. Of course, we already have access... oh, that's just... yep, I forgot that the game is usually gonna do this. Fair enough. Of course, I completely abandoned that southeastern section of the dungeon, because that seemed like it would be continuing a bit more, but obviously now we've found our way to the actual stairs down, or at least a set of stairs. So, who even knows? I guess we can annotate a hole, you know? Might as well. That was here, I believe. And a pressure plate past that. Oops. Right, I forgot that the game does this. Because I can put the platform... oh, I cannot put anything where I haven't been. Okay, I guess I don't need to. Yes, okay. Should I try closing it first? Or jumping down first? Actually, I kind of don't want to drop down, so... that answers that, I guess. You know, well, I mean, I suppose the fruit heals for 5 and also restores 10 stamina. Yeah, these herbs really don't do much, do they? Okay, as expected, that did close the pit. Oh, great. Uh-oh. Not a one-shot this time. Oh. Okay. We have been gaining a good amount of stats here. Well, percentage. Right. Actually, I just remembered another thing that I meant to mention that had occurred to me, that I don't know of any way to raise my stats, and that includes hit points and stamina and mana, of course. I mean, I guess it would make sense. Or the one thing I was thinking that maybe these percentages that you can't see me pointing at, but, well, the character stats percentages, traits I guess the game calls them, might go all the way up to 100%, and then you level up to the next proficiency level, I guess, and that would raise stats. I mean, maybe your character base stats, strength, agility, and intelligence never actually go up, and those are just your basic, I guess, your potentials. Because I think the game told me that those govern just how quickly you level up. You gain percentage in the 3 categories, in the 3 traits. So maybe those never actually change, or only very slowly. Maybe via, items you find that permanently raise attributes. That kind of thing. But, I mean, my hit points have not actually gone up. Also, as it turns out, I have already leveled up to beginner level, I guess. Presumably at maybe 15% in Sovereign. And my hit points, I believe, are still the same as when they started. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I guess, well, surely there has to be some sort of development in that regard, right? We can't stay at 25 hit points for the entire game. But we'll see. I guess either it's just going to happen and I'll learn organically, or the game's going to tell me if we're not quite done with the tutorial here. Just something that did occur to me. Anyway, back to the game. Okay, not really sure how Pile of Rust is connected to the element of water, except that it, I guess water causes metal to rust, so there's some sort of connection. And also apparently this is more healthy than the mushroom, which does cost you 3 HP. Okay. Good to have, I guess. Also, maybe I should start cleaning up my inventory just a little bit. Interesting to see that there's a different graphic for the partially depleted water skin, which doesn't look anything like a water skin to me. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be just deflated, but yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look that way to me. Anyway, healing stuff up here, I guess. It's very questionable fruit. I mean, I suppose it does heal a lot. Not sure how bad that dizziness stat is, but I guess we're gonna find out eventually. And weapons go down here. Well, this hatchet, of course, seems... well, is by far the best weapon we've found so far. Which is not saying that much. Relatively long cooldown, but still good DPS. 3 stamina cost. Oh well. The question is, though, I mean, I'm 99% sure that that metal pipe I had just broke eventually. There probably was a message about it that I just missed. Actually, I should have looked at that. I should have looked for that part of the first video, because I did want to confirm that, but, well, either way, it's gone. So, yeah, I don't know. I have been using this tiny dagger, even though it obviously sucks, just because, you know, I want to just use it up, I guess. I mean, the metal pipe didn't last very long. And you'd think that any crappy weapon would be relatively easy to break. And, you know, I wouldn't want to waste this hatchet's hidden durability on, you know, these relatively easy enemies. So I guess I'll keep it in the inventory, keep it in reserve for the time being. And I mean, I've been using magic quite a bit anyway, because, well, I figured it's useful. Mana actually does deplete pretty quickly, so it hasn't felt like I'm, you know, very limited on my spell usage. And of course, gaining extra levels in other, well, in all the different traits seems like a good thing, probably. So yeah, I've been doing that, even though I'm not necessarily planning to play this character as a you know, spellcaster. I mean, his stats seem to suggest that he's not particularly well suited for that. I mean, if anything, 20 agility, I guess, suggests that he should focus on accuracy and ranged combat. But, well, I guess I don't have to. Melee works well enough, and so does magic. So I guess you can very well have an all-rounder character. Okay, category backpack. Maybe someone's gonna be interested in this carcass, otherwise it's not usable, so yeah, maybe just a thing to sell, although that doesn't seem to be an economy necessarily to this game. Well, I don't know that, I guess. There is no interface element to display money, but I suppose money could just be an item that you carry around, so... Well, so long as I have space, and since there is no limitation on weight, I'm just gonna keep this with me, this wonderful little trophy. And I guess, unless armor can also break, this is just straight up better than our current shirt. Not only because it apparently allows us to survive the desert, which isn't even specifically mentioned here, but because it gives us an extra point of mana. So, don't mind if I do. Oh, indeed that gave us... Hold on. Oh. No, never mind. It's literally a point of mana, not a point of intelligence. Yeah, okay, never mind. Right, so we now have 31. Okay. I mean, it's not gonna make a huge difference, I guess, but it's a first step, I suppose. Also, we are now officially in the Brown Leaves warehouses. Again, we can't, unfortunately, switch levels on the map screen here, as far as I can tell. But I think relative to where we are, the stairs that we found earlier that I never went down, but that should lead to this very level, should be around here somewhere, so maybe I should make a beeline for that, because obviously there's still that section on the upper level that I never fully explored. Yeah. Is that a trap? Or just some ambience? Okay, both, I guess. So not immediately deadly or anything, but it will apparently damage you occasionally, so... yeah. Better watch out. Although I suppose it's very possible to just not see that there's gonna be the ceiling crumbling down. until it's too late. Okay, what's up with these niches here? Oh, okay. I see. That's just gonna reclose. So we could step through that, but that would be a one-way trip. No sign of the door. The stairs. They might actually be past that door there. Speaking of doors. Yeah, actually that could be. I thought they weren't that far north, but actually... where else would it be? Oh? Different type of mechanism here. Oh, there's something moving. Wonderful. These things seem to have some sort of armor. Because I certainly don't always deal my full damage. In fact, I often deal no damage at all. Oh. Thankfully, I'm in no particular rush here. In fact, here we can do... Oh, nice! Of course, the environment can damage enemies. Didn't even think of that. Also, this is apparently a door? Wow, these are kind of easy to miss here. Where's the mechanism for it? Huh. Who knows? This one? No. That just opens the door right in front of it. Well, what am I even doing? I said I wanted to turn back and look for the stairs. No icon to mark traps. That would be useful. I guess I could technically use something else for it. Have I tried using the pencil mark? Trap. Oh. Well, that's not that useful. It doesn't even, like, create a little X or anything. Oh, I suppose I could... Yeah, I can always pick up an icon and use that to point at the map. I suppose. What could I use? I'm also not marking the platforms. Or, well, I guess the game calls them platforms. I would call them pressure plates, but, you know. Pretty sure... Well, there's one here. And I'm pretty sure there was one here, maybe? Kind of sure. I just never actually stepped on it. But that might actually also just open a door. No, never mind. There was definitely one here. Not sure about this one then. Uh-oh. Erase. Come on. Would be nice if I could just click on an icon with the same icon to erase it, but... Oh well. Yeah, no trap icon is a little bit of a bummer. Okay. But I suppose it's not that big of a deal. Ah, okay. I think I might be starting to see. Stamina plus 18. So maybe we're going to get our stat boost exclusively from equipment then. I mean, that certainly is a huge boost to stamina. Not that stamina has been a problem so far. Okay. We also have exactly one slot for any kind of accessory, I guess? Well, apart from a necklace, but it's a weird icon, you know, the circle with the The arrow inside? Maybe it's specifically for rings. But then why the arrow? Who knows? Right, then we have body armor, boots, helmet and a cloak. Okay. Not a huge number of equipment slots, but I guess it's gonna do the job. Yeah, -2 protection though, obviously undoing the protection we get from a desert vest. Yeah, not sure about that one. Agility +2 seems like it could be nice, but I'm not really using range attacks for the time being. Because unfortunately I have to choose between magic and range attacks. And yeah, stamina, I have not run out of stamina. I don't know how close I've come maybe in some combats. Don't really have time to pay attention to that. But yeah, for now I think I'm gonna pass. I'd rather have that what little protection I have. Later on maybe that might not be as much of an issue anymore. Also, of course, notably, no stairs. I mean, where could they be? Could have sworn they must be around here. Unless, of course, the maps don't actually line up. Like the positions of, you know, where you drop down and where the stairs were might not necessarily line up with the stairs on this map. That would be unfortunate because I really like when games handle it that way. But I might also just be completely misremembering. In fact, the stairs might be behind this door. Oh, again, I guess I'm not pointing behind this door. I just haven't actually found a way to open it, I think. Well, I suppose since the stairs aren't here, I'm gonna have to explore this level some more. And eventually we're gonna find the way back up. I thought this looked weird. Same wall graphic, but maybe ever so slightly transparent. You know what? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It is just very slightly transparent. And indeed, it is an illusory wall. Okay, that's actually a clever, subtle way to handle that. I only noticed the difference because I turned and it just seemed to... the whole screen seemed to get slightly dimmer, right? Huh. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll take this. Inventory's filling up. Not a huge fan of that. But I guess it's not quite full yet, so... Oh. Lever. A lever, you say? Wait. That maybe open up something here? Surely it's gotta do something. Well, not this. Okay, well, let's be meticulous, I guess. There. Illusory wall. Right, and then we saw another platform, I think, there. Also, this platform here, interestingly, is a toggle that does not have to be held down to be active. First one of those of that kind that we saw. Okay, seriously though, what does the switch do? Interesting. This actually temporarily toggles this door. We also have a door here. Oh boy. Do we have a switch? We do not actually have a switch. Do you affect this door? Yes, you affect both. Okay. What? Oh. Right, you can't stand in a door frame, of course. And that will continuously damage you, but thankfully only for 1 damage. I forgot that doors are actually occupy a whole space. Which of course I don't in all games. Okay. Well, we're here now, and this is now staying open? Interesting. Because we blocked it with our body? Because it definitely was closing before, wasn't it? Huh. Okay. Keep learning new stuff. More dead bodies, another one of these niches. The best niche that money can buy. With a knife. Just a knife. Ooh, actually, not just a knife, but a decent one. Right? Relatively short cooldown, +1 agility, no negatives. 1.9 DPS. Actually, better DPS than the Rusty Hatchet? Huh. I mean, I suppose there's very little very little reason to keep using this tiny dagger. We have plenty of weapons. We even have this piece of flint, which is technically a better weapon than the one we're using. So, there you go, I guess. No reason to not use the knife. Right, and the only item limited to left hand, well, besides our stone, actually. Hold on. Okay, those do stack. Right. Yeah, that's good to know. The only left-hand item beside that is the rusty shank, which I guess for that reason alone I don't really see myself ever using, because I'm not sure I want to give up on the flexibility of having, you know, a ranged option in my other hand. And, you know, this isn't even that great a weapon if I was going to dual wield, you know. Okay, anyway, what's this do? Would it affect... Would it affect this door? Yes, yes it would. Headless dead body and a sandalwood shield. Okay, shields are a thing. Yeah, I guess. Maybe the game mentioned that there would be shields. Stamina +8. Again, stamina, not really a huge issue. Protection +3 though, so that's nice. Yeah, I guess if I'm gonna use my second item slot, or my left hand, I should say, for something that isn't a ranged attack, I guess it's gonna be this shield. It's some nice protection right there. Okay. Good stuff. I still feel like there's something, some kind of button or something unaccounted for, but... Oh, that's not closed again. Unless... Okay, that's... No, never mind, that's a toggle. But now... Nope. Okay. I give up. I don't fully understand how those pressure plates work, but I guess I don't need to. Seems like we got everything out of that. Yeah, no, never mind. I did hit that switch behind the illusory wall. And I don't know what that did. Unless, of course, it opened this door all the way down here. That would be pretty devious. But also welcome if it actually did. There's no reason not to quickly check that out, is there? Still closed. Well. Also, yes, I realize that I'm back to pretty much constantly commentating, I guess. At least for the time being. It just feels like there's always something to say, something to react to for this game. Which isn't necessarily the case for other types of games. Why do these items not stack? This is terrible. We need another party member, just for the carrying capacity. Okay, impenetrable, you say. Right, the map seems to agree there. Mushrooms, huh? Okay. Sure, might as well. And it didn't do anything obvious. Great. Great design, bad materials. If you say so. Also, the word brutoflex. Does that mean anything? Who knows? Okay, so we hit 2 switches by now that had no obvious effect. And we're still in the freaking tutorial dungeon. No, I'll keep it active. This is still blocked. Oh, you know. No, okay, never mind. I guess it makes sense that this door here is somewhat nearby that other switch. That switch we just hit. So yeah. Ooh, a tattered cloak. Don't mind if I do. +1 agility, okay. Sure. Ah, come on. Okay. And some raw meat that we don't actually have a use for. But, of course, we can just drop one of these fruits. I mean, honestly, why would I ever eat food that makes me dizzy, even if it's relatively good healing? It's not even as good as pieces of raw meat. So yeah, just get rid of those. Okay, nice. Slowly filling these inventory slots, even though I guess this cloak is not particularly amazing as far as armor goes, but, you know. At least we're in the positive agility now, despite using this armor that technically reduces it. Right, we have this pair of slippers that actually doesn't do anything. Did we find this, or did we start with this? I want to say we started with that and that tattered vest that also had no stats on it. Oops. That's not how you close the character window. Oh well. Save the game. Head through here. Actually, I don't see another pressure plate immediately, so let's play it safe. Put this down here. Okay, an item can weigh this down. I can only assume that there are going to be pressure plates that can only be weighed down by you. Hi there. Could you please not startle me like that? Thank you. So that's just a sweet fruit, yes. What was that? Can we scroll high enough? High up enough? No. So whatever message popped up there, I did not actually catch that, because we were in combat, and mysteriously and nonsensically, you're only allowed to scroll up like 10 lines or so. That is the one thing that I really dislike about the game so far. I mean, if it wasn't clear, I'm really enjoying my time here. I think the atmosphere is amazing. The whole setting is... Oh, hey there, rebreathe the mask, by the way. The whole setting is absolutely fascinating, and I'm excited to see where this goes. I mean, I'm not 100% in love with the writing. Well, apart from some questionable English, which is, you know, perfectly fine, perfectly forgivable. But just the tone being such a mixed bag between very serious and, you know, and immersive, and then just outright immersion breaking for no real reason. I mean, I don't know, but that's okay. I mean, it's not. It doesn't bother me particularly. It's just, you know, I wonder why they thought that was a good idea. Anyway, let's pick this up. Yep, finally the console's desert gear. Not too bad in shape. But not impressive either. What could the clerk expect anyway? Yes, Citrani considers the mask and suit are desert-proof, but they offer no protection against all other dangers. That's not true, the suit has some armor. He needs weapons and some defense. Best to get back to the entrance to see the guard for that. Oh, take the scenic route. Interesting that the game gives me a chance, but that obviously also suggests that there is definitely a way up. I was wondering if I was just trapped down here, but of course, well, I couldn't really have been trapped. But I was wondering if I would get a chance to return to the previous level, or if there would just be some alternate exit, basically, getting me back to the council. But no, of course I'm going to take the scenic route. I wear precautions, achievement unlocked. Well, I don't wear them yet. Hat, another agility boost, and protection +1. Okay. I mean, honestly, I have to assume that armor cannot break, or at least some armor cannot break, because if I need these you know, this desert vest and rebreather mask to survive the desert, and they're essential to, you know, starting my real quest, obviously they couldn't just break on me in the middle of the desert and, you know, leave me to just outright die with no way to recover. So I'm just gonna hope that that's not a thing that can happen. Right, anyway. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so, yeah, the text log, this limited replay functionality, that just makes no sense to me. Why not? I mean, there's no technical reason why you couldn't have hundreds of lines in storage. You know, that's a couple of kilobytes of extra data. But oh well. Alas, it is the way it is. Okay, how much more is there left unaccounted for? Okay. Since we did find the mask here, I wonder if these few unexplored spots are actually just optional, and this is ultimately the way to the exit. And maybe... well, I don't know. I didn't think there was such a... I didn't think the stairs that I saw on the previous level were as far away from the place where you dropped down, which I think was here or here. But it might be just beyond this wall. Maybe it just would have led to a separate part of the warehouse. Well, if I do make my way back up to the previous level via some other staircase, I guess I'll find out. Just wondering if I should turn back now to check out these places here, or keep going forward. I think I want to turn back. Right, I had been... Hold on, I forgot that I had my mic on this whole time. Right, so, yeah, I had forgotten that this was the first instance where I had seen the crumbling ceiling right after escaping from this nice little room here. Okay. What could go wrong? Yeah, raining stones. Looks like it's raining stones. Wait, I'm doomed? No, I'm fine. Ah, hi there, rat. I feel like I'm starting to be relatively well protected against the denizens of these caves here. And I can also kill them reasonably quickly. Yeah, even these very large rats, which seem to be coming in different colors, but I don't know, I don't notice much of a difference. More of this, huh? Wait, please put that there, thank you. That's 4 and 6 compared to 2 and 8, but yeah, stamina just strikes me as a non-issue. So I'm just treating these as basically weights for pressure plates. 5 and 5, Yeah, so the water skins are pretty decent. Specifically because they hold 2 charges. So that's plenty of healing, of course. And obviously I've hardly needed to heal at all. I don't know, I guess I'm just that good. Okay, this is a large area. At least it's not tiny. Thought I heard something. I definitely heard something. Sounds not super close. What? Anyway, the equipment I was tasked to find should be around here. Yeah, I already have it. Thanks for reminding me, though. Sounded like there was something coming from to the west of me, but I don't know. Oh, hi there. I don't think that ranged spell actually pierces enemies. So I guess it didn't actually damage this large rat. Only the smaller one. Oh. Oh, you're purple. I guess you're a different kind. The others I've been fighting here were blue, I believe. Not sure how much of a difference it makes. Where are we stats-wise? Okay. Accuracy obviously has been neglected recently. Concentration is still at novice, even at level at 15%. Okay, so I mean, Sovereign had turned from novice to beginner by 17. So I guess we'll see. Not sure if I'm gonna remember to have an eye on it, but I'll try. Blockage. Okay. Really? Just a dead end? Are you sure? Oh. Okay. Yeah, you really have to keep your eyes peeled to spot these illusory walls. Wow. Oh, and this is one as well. Okay, this one, yeah. Again, the difference in brightness basically clued me in. What do we have? Headless dead body. Battle of explosive liquid. That sounds safe to carry around. And a shank. Okay, what's the shank? Rusty shank. Surely, can we please pick up the non-rusty shank? Okay. Shank is also left-handed. It's 1.4 damage, 2 to 4. No negatives. Where's this one? Can we actually just take a look at it? Okay. That's 1.3 damage, 2 to 3. Right, it's just ever so slightly worse. Alright. Fair enough, I guess. Tiny dagger is just bad. Okay, I guess I'm mostly carrying it around as potential weight, but obviously that's something I can and will throw away as soon as I have literally, or well, as soon as I need to make room, basically. Okay. Nice. More thicket. Nothing here? Just a rat, I guess. I feel a current coming from somewhere close. So is this actually the way back up, or do these 2 corridors to the south connect ultimately? That would be nice, I guess, if they, you know, formed a loop. But I guess it's not the end of the world if I end up having to backtrack. just should try to avoid the rats and whatever else lives here. There. Take that, rats. I've taken some damage. I'm so tempted whenever I take tiny amounts of damage just to immediately use one of my 1,000 healing items. But I mean, there really is no point. I'd rather throw them away than waste them. Okay, another rusty pipe. I'm very sure that this is not actually as good as any of the weapons, or many of the other weapons I already have, but I mean, this tiny dagger is just terrible. Oh, this is also terrible, actually, as it turns out, just because it's so slow. Still, no difference, I guess. Exchanged one bad weapon that I'm not really gonna want to use as a weapon for another. Should have paid more attention during Gardening 101. Not sure how that would help here, but I don't know, maybe you should have. This is strange, shouldn't the roots be greener this far down below? More alive? I don't know that roots are ever supposed to be green. Sir, maybe you really should have paid attention to Gardening 101, or any kind of gardening. Ah, interesting. The roots intertwined seem to move, yes. Well, seems like this might actually connect. However, there does not appear to be an opening mechanism on this side. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that actually makes perfect sense. So the official way down, other than by falling through that pit, as we did. And in fact, come to think of it, no, the suit was in this little room with the first sandcrawler where we fell down, right? Yes, it totally was. I'm not sure now if that only opened from the inside. Oh, yeah, surely the door was closed actually, and we had to hit a switch. Now there might be a switch on the outside, but if you actually had to fall down there to even get to the suit, that would have been pretty mean. But yeah, anyway, I guess we've reached the official entrance stairs here, which is certainly interesting, considering that we know that there is another staircase, right? There's dry here, these underroots are cold. Right, if you say so. Never mind, those are the stairs that we saw. Okay. Yeah, so much for, you know, spatial continuity. Those do not even remotely line up, obviously. Anyway. Yeah, makes sense that we would have come out of here, I guess. Now, did I just hear more rats? I guess there might be some on the other side of that door. I mean, what are the odds of there being anything worthwhile past the rebreather mask on the way to that door and back to the stairs? Also, where am I? Oh, I have to go through an illusory wall. That's why you should mark them on maps. I was thinking about it, and then I decided not to, because I figured, you know, I'm never gonna return here. Except, of course, I did. Only minutes later. Anyway, it's fine. So, yeah, I would say... Oh, did I take damage? Or barely avoid it? I don't know. If I took damage, it wasn't much. Anyway, I guess there is not much of a chance for anything worthwhile. But I want to know for sure, of course. I have to know. Is this where I want to be? I guess so. I was thinking about maybe going back to pick up some of the items I weighed pressure plates down with, but obviously we don't really need to. Okay. I'm gonna save again. We're trapped here now with any rats like that one. Holy crap. Did I actually damage it? Oh god, that's horrible. I wasted that attack. No damage. Are you kidding? Wait. Surely this thing is not undamageable. Is it? maybe it is. I guess I'm supposed to run, huh? Yeah, no damage, okay. I mean, if even the spell doesn't deal any damage, then clearly I'm supposed to just run from this thing. Nothing here, huh? Would be cool if there was a way to, like, crush this monstrosity. Wait. Oh, I'm supposed to... Okay, I see. Either weigh this down, or... Red, would you please turn around? Ah, crap. Oh, that just opened again? Oh, the rat must have stepped on it. That's amazing. Okay, so I messed up. Obviously, I was trying to just run for it. Which might have been possible. I could have just weighed down the pressure plate, of course, with one of my plenty of useless items. But, well, you know, if the enemy decided to help me out, all the better. A little bit annoyed that it's apparently just an obstacle for you to avoid, but oh well. That's fine, I guess. Of course, now I'm starting to wonder if there maybe was something hidden. Like some sort of hidden passage. Some hidden wall switch. I mean, I suppose the red monster is slow enough to allow you, to give you plenty of time to actually look around. Once you've overcome the initial burst of panic. I guess I could reload. I suppose I saved after entering this little boss arena, but that's not a big deal. Could there be something? It could be. Do I want to make sure? I guess. Oh, actually, I saved before stepping through here, because I'm smart, as it turns out. Who knew? Wait, but could we actually leave this entrance open? Okay, I want to try something. I want to try... I guess weighing this down? Yes, that can be weighed down. So... Oh, I'm fighting what? I didn't even see the rat yet. Where is it? There it is. Hello. Come here, ready. What? Oh, damn. That was not where I thought I was. We should have tried looking at the minimap. Nope. Okay. Wait. Wait, no? So the rat did not actually take damage, okay. Or did it? No. What? I'm dumb. Okay, but it also confirmed, I guess. If you block a door from closing with your body, with your head, I guess, taking some damage in the process, it just stays open. Interesting. Well, so far it doesn't seem like there's anything on the walls. Oh, hey there. I guess it does stay open just long enough to allow you to do this. Yeah. Okay. Right. Didn't see anything on the walls. And it seems like you can't use the door to just crush the rat. I mean, it only dealt like 1 damage to me, so why would it just one-shot enemies? Especially ones that are clearly designed not to be damageable or killable. Okay, anyway. Back to this floor, and yeah, now I'm gonna explore that little section that I decided not to fully explore earlier. Probably already took a wrong turn, or did I? Minimap is nice, but it's really kind of small. Okay, never mind. Actually, miraculously found my way where I wanted to go. Okay, again, we see something like to the south, to our southeast. No way to reach that. No way to remove these obstacles. This is so dark by comparison. A sling. Okay, interesting. We had room for that? Wait, no, we didn't have room for that. Never mind. Also, bottle of explosive liquid. I never actually looked at this, did I? Okay, 25 grenade damage. Oh, could I have used that against the red monster? Dang it, now I kind of want to try that. Now, surely it's not killable. Okay. 3 stamina, left hand. Okay. Right, a cork bottle that's better not to drink from. Good thing you know what's inside. Would be could otherwise be pretty bad. Do we need this piece of flint? Surely not. That's a very bad weapon, actually. Sling, right hand. Okay, so you put this in your main hand and then something like stones in your offhand, and rather than just throwing them for their 3 damage, they deal more damage, I guess? Well, this gives a stat boost if nothing else. Cost 1 stamina as opposed to 2 stamina for throwing manually. Huh. Okay. I mean, it doesn't mention more damage, but maybe it is more damage. Otherwise, the benefit seems, you know, over just throwing the rock seems pretty minimal. Small alcove with a stone bag. Oh, a stone bag. Use with a sling. Damage 8 by small stone. Oh, and there's 30 of them in there? I guess we can't just put our stones in there, no. Okay. Right, so this can only be used with a sling, presumably. Actually, let's try that. Save the game, so we don't waste anything. Okay, so I cannot manually throw that. I can equip the sling, though. And I guess I then have to use my right hand. And wait, just to confirm. Oh, there's a ring here that I almost missed. Hold on a sec. Yeah, okay, so those stones, of course, do not actually come back. And I guess also cannot... so you cannot pick them back up, and they also cannot be used to weigh down pressure plates, presumably. Okay. A amber ring. You know what? Might as well just put that on. Stat boost, Agi +1. Alright. As opposed to Agi +2 and stamina +18, but minus mana, which I guess minus 1 mana is whatever, but minus 2 protection seems pretty bad. Yeah. And the benefits don't really strike me as that amazing. And I suppose once I have more party members, I guess I'm gonna make them one dedicated melee character, one dedicated spellcaster, and one dedicated ranger, right? Archer. And I guess Citrani's stats suggest making him the archer, because he's best at agility. And then, of course, I'm not gonna have him in the front lines, and I'm gonna have him permanently using the sling or something else I might find. And also probably this ring for the agility boost, and you know, I'm not gonna the negative protection is not gonna affect him as much. But for now, of course, we're on our own. So are we done here? I guess so. It's kind of I don't know, it's a little bit unsatisfactory, I suppose, to have these little corners that we can see that look like walkable terrain, but no way to actually reach them. I'm just gonna assume that there really is no way to reach them, and those are not indicative of any hidden areas. Well, I suppose with that we're done here. I mean, I have the sling. Oh, you know, I have the sling. I would like to use... Well, I'm actually just gonna leave these leaves, fittingly enough. Do I need the knife? Do I need the shank? Again, I mean, I don't really see myself overusing the shank. Maybe I'm just gonna leave this rusty pipe, which really is just not very good, and take the leaves instead, which I can at least use as a healing item in a pinch. Yeah. If I'm gonna use the sling, I mean, actually just confirming that I can in fact use the sling with normal rocks. But, I mean, why wouldn't I? Oh, to use the sling you need to hold a stone bag. Interesting. So that only works with small stones. That's a shame. Well, still. I guess so long as I don't have anything better, or any other ranged weapon, I'm gonna hold on to this. It's gonna be a bit of a pain to actually switch between, but yeah, only being limited to 30 ammo. And, well, of course I don't know if I'll be able to recharge this, refill this somehow. Not with normal stones, apparently. Yeah, but for now, I'm gonna keep it. I mean, I suppose if nothing else, I could just start using the sling and the, use up all of these 30 stone bags. And when they're gone, they're gone. And, by using them, I'm gonna train my archery skills. Anyway, saving the game, and I guess now we're just making our way back to the entrance. Totally don't remember the layout of this. Okay, this was a pretty large place, actually. Okay, so we want to go that way, and then at that intersection we want to head right. Okay. Let's see if I can find my way out of here. Yeah, I think that was the intersection. And here we want to go like this, and voila. The guard waits casually for Citrani at the entrance. Have you collected your desert suit and rebreather mask, clerk? Yes, let's go. You Citrani? A youngster donning the same garbs as the clerk, another of Brownleaf's assistants probably, is running to him as he and the guard climb the catwalk up from the underroots. This letter is for you, from the counselor. Okay. Compose yourself, apprentice. I can't hear you amidst your panting. I thought I heard him fine. Then Citrani quickly snatches a note, the letter of credit he was promised. Why are you meeting us here, noob? I expected that the counselor wanted to hear about my findings in the underroots. Huh? Hey, look at me, I'm a VIP. Game, please. Don't ruin your great atmosphere with such nonsense. The boy looks at the clerk with distaste, then recites, Counselor Smith regrets not to be able to listen to the report of the undoubtedly heroic adventure of the clerk, etc., but he's busy with most important foreigners. Then I need to attend for sure, I'm a most important clerk. Actually, not that I know, and you are required to go prepare for your mission out of the wall. Imagine all the reports of amazing adventure you will tell, if you ever get back alive, that is. The boy scampers away on a thin rope bridge, pausing just once in its middle to turn back and mockingly show his tongue to the companions. Youngster is worse than bugs on trees and no respect at all. Yeah. Resuming all his professional pomp and gravity, the clerk opens the note and scrolls through it, avoiding searching for the numbers. No, avidly searching for the numbers. He fails to suppress disappointment when he finds them. Cheapskates. With less money to spend than what he hoped for, the clerk considers what to do. To spend all day at the different marketing stalls myself, haggling and talking with sellers, or to task the guard to purchase the items he thinks best for the journey, based on his experience outside the dome. Okay. Let me think more, skip the haggling and roll with the guard. Give me long dialogues? I'm not in a hurry. So, I mean, is the haggling just gonna be a cutscene, basically, or are we gonna do any haggling? Also, our inventory is completely full, so Not sure how that's gonna work. I guess we technically have that carcass to sell, perhaps, potentially. Not that I know why anyone would be interested in that. Let me think more. Not sure what there is to think about. Give me long dialogues. Sure. Okay. Big spender achievement unlocked. Pantella Marketplace. Satrani finds himself again at the crossroads of the marketplace, considering where to go next. Trading goods store, woodworker perch, glassmaster's alley, the fine salts and trinkets. Comore of the Losts. Comore of the Losts and Founds. The Hole's Common Room. Or Majanov's Gate. Do we have access to... No. We cannot save the game right now. So I would kind of like to take a break at this point and deal with this next time. But I guess that's not an option. Unless we can go to the common rooms for that purpose. Let's try that. Or maybe this is just where we're gonna talk to people. This common house is not the closest to Majanov's Gate, which is the larger access to the city from the desert, but it is a larger one in the lower city. Nested at some distance from Kinami, it is usually the most crowded too, due to the thick brown liquid sapped from the smaller root of the two, Quimi, as it's called, which is the base for an appreciated quality of brew. Okay. Is Quimi the name of the root or of the sap? Who knows? Today, though, the room looks almost empty. A man with a thin, sickly scar gives a nervous nod to Satrani. Hello, Mikkel. How's business, cousin? It's a riot, don't you see? Oh, why did I just instinctively hit the one button? Of course, now I completely missed what he said. Or what I said. No, seriously. Whatever. Looking around, I doubt it was actually anything serious, knowing this game's tone. Looking around idly in the large room, fixing on nobody in particular, Mikkel sighs slowly. I suppose you, if anybody, should know 'tis not the best of times to apply for a position in the council. What do you mean? Because you have to take out your head of the clouds. 2 poor harvests, the loss of the caravans to the raiders. We're this close to kicking the bucket. For the people, someone has to take the blame for that. It distracts them from the starving. The Brown Leaves have their best man on the lost caravans case. Okay, suddenly very confident. Suit yourself, kid, but understand, it's not all fun and games. With all of your garb and your guard, only a thin glass dome separates us from hell. And the reserves of food have thinned these last 10 years. That's old man talk. Hey, kiddo. The gorgeous tavern maid brushes a hand on the clerk's chin. Don't you let that mope of your cousin ruin your cheer. Oh, this writing, man. It's rough. You know how he is when the regulars are not here to drink their pay. Hello, Connellabeth. Would you marry me? That's an unexpected turn of events. Tempting, but I've had my share of councilmen already, and stately affairs are not so exciting. Mikkel raises a brow, drying the glasses on the stool with a dirty rag. Yeah, sure, affairs. Continue. The maid laughs softly. Don't be jealous, Mick. You know you're my favorite. Then, hushing her tone, but you know, said, you should actually be careful these days. I am, full of care. I use precautions. That's the first achievement. Both Connie and Mikkel look intently at some invisible insect at the ceiling. The insect is really interesting, probably so the clerk and the guard decide to give it the time to be properly studied and backtrack to the market. Well, that was useful. Okay. Let's try the trading goods store, I guess. There's a sweet smell of fruits all along the alley, for here are the banquets of vegetable vendors selling the few products that the sandy land inside the dome lets them cultivate. Satrani strides to the general goods store, if only to get out of the rotting stench coming from a basket of pest-infested tomatoes. Hi, handsome, are you looking for some great bargain? The young woman throws a little balanced knife into the air, then deftly grabs it in mid-rotation, the blade pointing to Satrani. I have a still perfectly usable rusty pipe for a fun time bashing rats and possibly giving them tetanus. A nasty shank and even a pretty neat couple of sand slippers. Okay. Definitely interested in those slippers, not so much the other two things, which I have plenty of. I want my enemies to die like rats. I want my enemies to die like rats. I'll have the pipe with expired warranty. No thanks. No shank is too vicious in the desert. I'll have that, please. Nope. Slippers. They would look good on my elegant ankles. Sure. Made with care by slave workers for our customer satisfaction. Be advised that the city of Pantella frowns upon slavery and upon its competitor cities' working conditions. Okay. Exit to the marketplace. I guess I have the slippers now. Again, not entirely sure how that works, considering my inventory was completely full last time I checked. But okay. Also, how many things can I actually get? No indication of that whatsoever. Maybe the game lets me get whatever I want, or maybe the thing is that I can only choose one item at each store. Anyway, Glassmaster's Alley. This part of the Konami tree, safely away from the mass of wood, are the furnaces that provide for the glass used to maintain the dome, which is in fact continuously degraded by the great winds. Okay. Seems like that would use an exorbitant amount of glass, but I guess then we're inside it, you know, we're surrounded by desert, which is literally glass waiting to be made. Be quick about your business, clerk. The furnaces don't wait for anybody. What do you want? Looking to have me an edge or more, if you get my drift? Going out on council's bidding, I need the protection of a sharp edge. Wait. Those both ask for edges, just in different ways. Let's pick number 2 for the sharp edge. A sharp edge? Are you good in a knife fight? Sure, being a clerk involves a lot of backstabbing. Okay, can't say I've ever been in one. Well, I don't necessarily want like a offhand dagger, if that's what the backstabbing remark is supposed to hint at. Can't say I've ever been in one. Well, can you throw a punch? I think these bladed gauntlets can work better for you. At the very least, the blade is always pointing outwards. But they're more expensive than the common knife, so I can give you only the metal ones. Only the metal ones we use for model. Forget the glass. What? Too much close and personal. Too much close and personal to me. I'll visit the woodworker. Thanks. That make me feel cool. I like them. I don't know. Will I visit the woodworker instead? What would they give me? Maybe a bow. Is this a choice I need to make? Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't know how to read this game. Let's visit the woodworkers instead, I guess. Sure, please go darken old Thomas's cell. I'm sure he's got nothing better to do. Now, if you'll excuse me. Right. Okay. Can I speed this up? No, woodworker perch. Oh, I guess I did just completely skip them last time, which I didn't really even mean to do. Anyway, Citrani is looking over his shoulder to the guard, treading with difficulty on the net of branches that take him to the woodworker's perch. The place is just above the rest of the city, even higher than the councilman's houses, amidst the younger and greener branches of Konami. The clerk grins at the awkwardness of his companion, but that's only a short distraction. The scorched plains that Citrani now can clearly see extending in all directions from the dome cloud his amusement. Soon he'll have to travel there. Isn't that the young Citrani that comes visiting old Thomas at his workplace? How are you on this fine morning, boy? Pretty grim, thanks. I'm heading out. Out. Thomas seems to ponder on the news for some seconds. Out? Are you mad, boy? Is madness a reason for your escort? Yeah, I'm on a commission for the council. Can't say anymore. Well then, I suppose you're not here to give your goodbyes, right? What can I do for you? Look for a good wooden stick, something to use as a weapon if needed. I want to stay safe when in danger, hit from the distance and run away. Well, I mean, since I am thinking about maybe making Citrani primarily an archer, or ranged attacker of some sort, I guess I'll maybe choose the bow. Ah, I have our Scout Standard Issue hand crossbow. Okay, crossbow. Sounds good. Light, very effective in a pinch, easy to conceal under your cloak. Is that what you have in mind? Yeah. But what happens when I finish the quarrels? The usual, a lot of running. Or a lot of dying. Well, not a lot. Maybe something more dependable than a long stick. Well, I don't know how much better these melee weapons I could get here are than what I currently have available. But, I mean, the crossbow should definitely be superior to a sling and stones, right? So, yeah, let's just give me a decent ranged weapon. It is really sleek and cool. I'll get the hand crossbow. Perfect then. I hope it will be useful on your travels. Stay on the safe side, kid. Yeah, not an option. Okay. The fine salts and trinkets, I guess? Don't touch anything, alright? Damn, I get that the city spells must be tended, but don't you dare stomp in here with your requisition list of activators. You take something, you pay it. Hey, I'm not here to commandeer anything for the city. A stunned look on his face, Bert the apothecary surges on. Oh, really? Are you telling me that you will actually pay me? No, I'll commandeer them for myself. It's written here on this council letter. Citrani shoves the note under the apothecary's eyes, all life draining away from them and leaving mourning in its wake. It looked too good to be true. However, this here says I'm to give you value corresponding only to the remaining credit, just so we are clear. Yeah, unfortunately the game doesn't really give me any indication if there is a maximum number, a maximum credit. I don't know. So what can I afford still? I don't even bother. Please do get out, you indigent churl. Citrani starts to say something, but the guard's hand on his shoulder reminds him that he has actually spent all the council credit. Thanks for telling me that, game. So the point is moot. Okay, so I could have gotten another possibly better spell here. But I guess that's fine. Shrugs and gets out to the sun. Yeah, well, okay. I'm okay with having spent what little I had on I guess some footwear, which is hopefully better than what I had, but that shouldn't be too hard. And a better ranged weapon. So I guess we have not actually visited a Comor of the Losts and Founds. So let's do that. Oh, a customer. Yes, go on. What I can interest you in, sir? Maybe some newly found, decrepit yet perfectly usable water faucet? I don't know if I have a use for that. A freshly painted, almost hole-free bucket? Some of my trademark one-hit hammers? Only the most recent oldies around here, around the tree, find their ways to my cozy shop. Feel free to browse. You seem pretty cheerful today, Junkmaster. What gives? Just a good deal with another customer is all. Can I be blessed to make a good barter with you, sir, too? A good deal. For you, I guess... more than for him, right? What wondrous third-hand item on its last leg you managed to sell him. Comor's face is a mix of smiles and uncertainty. Oh, I have just been visited early today by a fascinating character. A good client, too. He bartered some very good ore for a little greenish stone of no value. A curiosity at best, that I acquired some weeks ago. Citrani is about to inquire about the stone, but his attention is captured by a batch of recently dug, almost complete left-handed handkerchiefs. So, what do you have for sale this week? First, a simple formality, the merchant says, inquiring with the guard for the clerk's means to pay. I'm sorry, I was under the impression that you were serious buyers, but your credits amount informs me that's not the case. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe I would have enough credit left to buy some cheap junk from this place, just not the more high-quality magical crystals, but I guess we're just completely out of credit. Also, no option to try and sell that sandcrawler carcass that I am still lugging around. Oh well, if mummified socks can be considered treasure. With that, Comor shoves the clerk and the guard out of the door. The two men decide to just get back to the market. Well, I guess with that, we have checked out everything. There wasn't really anything to do in the Holt's common room. I guess that was just a little bit of well, flavor, I suppose. Meeting some people we know. Okay, well, let's head to the gate then. The sounds and the sights become fewer and fewer, the voices turn to a hush with each step towards the glass wall. There's less people around and wary, suspicious eyes that never linger on a face. Majanov's gate stands tall and proud in the suns, with its 3 foot of Kinami's hardened wood separating the city from the never-ending desert. The guards at the gate seem to be more jumpy than usual, whether for what is outside or for what is inside the dome, that's anybody's guess. Well, clerk, are you ready to get out? Just remembered I still have shopping to do. Well, I would, but I can't, so does it matter? I should do this nevertheless. Open the gate. Okay, and with that we're just dumped right here, outside the gate, and... Oh, I'm taking... Wait. Protects himself from sand damage. Okay. Forgot my keys and just let me in for 5 minutes. Can I? No. I am slightly worried that I'll eventually end up taking sand damage after all, but... Maybe not. Also, this is gonna aggravate the problem of, you know, almost no usable, yeah, backlog. But, oh well. So we are outside Majanov's gate. Still near Pantella, I guess. Okay, well, a bunch of things happened. Let me actually take a look at my stuff. Oh, party management. I forgot about this. Okay, so of course that's how the game's gonna handle that kind of thing. We have the mission note. Can we take a look at that? Nope. Bolt quiver, hand crossbow, and a pair of sand slippers. I mean, those must be better than what we have, so... Wait, what? Pair of slippers. Can I... I guess I have to drop them first, huh? I mean, they literally do nothing for us, so... There you go. It's a bit unfortunate that you don't actually see an item's stats until you put them in your inventory, at which point you know, it's too late to put them back in. But okay. So not amazing, but they do further increase my agility, so I guess I kind of made the right choice if I want to be an archer type of character. Right, we have a hand crossbow, we have some unknown quantity of bolts. We have our mission note, which I guess I don't really need to look at. Right, okay. I'll save this and end this first episode here. Fascinating game. It's really unfortunate. Mostly just the quality of the writing is kind of dragging the rest of the game down, which is, you know, mechanically very, very solid, and, you know, it's just a very solid, pretty to look at dungeon crawler that, you know, plays very fluidly and nice. Yeah, but I mean, I'm overall enjoying it. It's just that, you know, it could be even better, but it is what it is. I guess there's not typically going to be a ton of dialogue when I'm, you know, doing the actual dungeon crawling, so it shouldn't really be much of an issue. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess I'll just end the episode here, as I already said. So yeah, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.